Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Manning Field in Lynn, Massachusetts for today's Greater Boston League track meet. We're covering the Everett Crimson Tide versus the Somerville Highlanders, but we have a few different outfits here at Manning Field. We have Lynn Classical Rams there in green, and we have the Lynn English Bulldogs who are wearing maroon. I'm Josh Delgazo, and I'm joined alongside my partner, Jonathan Bird Marchant. Bird, always a pleasure having you along.
Thank you for having me again. I love doing track meets. They're fun and entertaining, and I can't wait till this gets... Oh, look at that. It's already taken off.
So we are underway, and it looks like this is the 400-meter hurdles, and I think this is the other matchup. This is Lynn Classical and Lynn English right now. We just had Everett and Somerville girls start things off, and for the girls, we had Everett's Malika Guillaume wearing bib number 368, and we had bib number 363, Josica Emmanuel. And we'll await some places as we get those. Head coach Jehu Simia leads the Crimson Tide. He's been their head coach for, I believe, the last 5 seasons now, give or take maybe a year or two on the plus or minus side. The years go by, so forgive me, but Jehu has been at the helm for a while now. He runs a terrific program, and Jehu has also helped set us up with a lot of notes and know-how to make us look good here on this broadcast.
Yeah, greatly appreciated, because most of the time when we run these events, we're pretty much in the dark. So it's blessing in disguise.
No, 100%. And there's a lot going on. Now, again, today we mentioned there are 5 teams here today, or 4 teams rather. So you have 4 teams at one track. So there's a lot of different events. They can be going on at once. So head on a swivel. We'll do our very best to bring you the action. We are live on our YouTube channel, going by way of our athletic director, Tammy Turner, who's been so kind to let us use her channel.
Yeah, we appreciate that. A lot of adults and parents, uncles and aunts, you know, they want to see their son, daughter, or niece and nephew do track, and they could do it right here on the internet, right on live on YouTube. We have the capacity to do it. We're gonna get it done. So just sit back and enjoy and watch.
Absolutely, and a 4 o'clock start time means a lot of folks are still at work. So whether they can pull this up on their iPad or whatever device, and maybe on their phone to watch it while they're at work. Don't tell their bosses that.
Shh.
Or also if they want to watch it after the fact. Again, this goes up live and then it lives on YouTube afterwards. So for the players involved too, the athletes involved, they can check out the action as soon as they go home tonight. This thing will be rewind and playable for your viewing pleasure.
I heard some gun pop off.
I don't...
So the girls are going first, and the men will get at it later. So we have Somerville, Everett, Lynn Classic. Is Chelsea in Revere here?
No, that's what I asked. Yeah, Coach
Okay.
Simia said that it's just the 2 Lyns, Everett and Somerville.
Gotcha.
And the big headline matchup here today, it's a battle of undefeateds in boys. Everett and Somerville come into this one undefeated. Everett is 6-0, while Somerville is 5-0. Somerville is making up a meet with Lynn Classical, I believe. So that's why Somerville's going against Everett today and Classical, and they're trying to keep themselves unbeaten. Everett is just going against Somerville. They are a perfect 6-0 in the GBL this year. And again, Coach Jehu Simia has really led a terrific program the last few years as they've taken off, and they usually have a few kids that will qualify for states. So this is really commonplace for Everett to be leading the way in the GBL.
There you see the team stretching out, dapping it up, getting ready to do their events. We have some long jumping going on. Or just run through the sand. Yeah, just practice.
And you'll see this happen a lot. So there'll be a lot of things that'll happen at once, and then sometimes there'll be a lull where things will kind of quiet down. I don't know if this is a practice throw or not, but it looks like we have Matthew LaMonica throwing the discus over in your right corner of the stadium.
On the west side of the field.
So yes, over to the west side of the field, or your right if you're viewing it from left to right. And again, I think they're just practicing right now because I don't see the official out marking the throws. So it looks like we are going to be having some discus throws shortly. But Everett right now in the discus launching area. And you can see...
Nice toss, too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Only counts where it lands, folks. Just to give you a heads up.
That's right. which I wasn't sure of that when I first covered this, because again, those discs can roll for a while, but it's where it lands on the ground.
Same thing with javelin.
That's right.
Hopefully, Judge doesn't get stabbed through the heart today.
Whoa!
Here's the first throw. Nice little practice one. Didn't stick.
And that was Somerville practicing on the javelin. And there's a good look at that's assistant coach Claudie St. Justy as he's over with members of Everett and Somerville. And there's a look at our discus. That's Lynn Classical now throwing in the discus area. And then back over to the left side of the field, or the east side of the field, as Bird has pointed out.
The sun's right above us, so I figured setting that way towards the east.
I think you're right. I mean, I don't have my compass on me, but I'm sure that's accurate. I wouldn't go against you.
You see more discus practice. Solid toss.
Yeah, that looked like a good toss. I mean, pretty good.
So when they throw these discs, are they supposed to keep it straight, or can it go to the left and the right a little bit, or is it more accurately more points when you go straight?
I mean, I definitely believe that
farthest.
the straighter the throw, you're going to achieve most distance. But it looks to me like you have the width of those caution tape to work with, so you do have some leeway both left and right. But yeah, you certainly want to try to deliver that thing straight down Broadway to get yourself the furthest distance possible.
Looks like they're setting up the men's over there for the hurdle, I believe. I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, I think that's what's happening. Yep, you can see that the hurdles are being placed down.
Nice. There you see some of the Everett players. Where they get these cut off with the hoodies in the back? I like these ones.
Yeah.
I need to purchase some of those.
Go to your Crimson Tide store, the Crimson Tide shop.
Oh, they have a Crimson Tide shop?
I think so. They must. I mean, if not, then I know a guy that can probably score us a deal. But yeah, those are pretty sharp. I'd like me one of those.
Yeah, when I'm working out, I can just throw that on.
Because I'm running my 5K through the city.
Oh yeah, that's right. Everett is 5K.
Oh yeah.
3 miles, I believe.
Sure it is. One
Broadway.
after the other. Yeah, Broadway, straight up and down. That's a big hill.
Yeah. I remember doing track. I did track one year.
Yeah.
We started at Everett Memorial Field, and I just followed this kid, Robert Cummings, and we just went through the graveyard. We went all the way down Dairymead, went all the way up and down the hills.
trails.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was brutal.
Did you guys have a venture off course?
No. That was the one. That was one and done with that.
One and done.
Too much running for me.
You ran home, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
Right around McKinnon's and DeBlasi's. Grabbed a sub and went home.
Nothing wrong with that. Extra oil, please. Thank you.
You see the ladies getting some practice tips from the coach.
Now, perhaps that first run, was that maybe a practice run?
I would think so.
I think so too, because everything is kind of really settled down after that. And I mean, it's 4:10 right now, so I would say that was maybe a practice run, or it wasn't. I'm not sure. All I know is we are at a standstill of events happening right now at the moment. And we're live. We don't really cut to commercials here.
No, we're just gonna jib jab away.
That's it. Open the broadcast up. It's the Birdman and myself. Spread your wings out and fly. And again, you see some folks practicing over in the triple jump area.
See some of the officials.
Yep.
Which one? No, it's not the guy we talked to.
Yeah, we did speak to an official before the event began. Very helpful.
Yes, he was.
And really just outlined. Oh, and I see the gentleman. He's over by the javelin. The gentleman that we spoke to. He's at about the 4-yard line.
That's rude of us.
We didn't get his name.
That was rude of us.
And he was great. And he also really outlined what a tough job they have, because they got a lot going on. Especially, it's not an easy gig when it's just 2 teams, but when you throw 4 teams into the mix, there are a lot of different things that can be happening, and they can all be happening at once. He did point out how it sounds like, is it 4 finalists? Is it the top 3 or the top 4 finalists?
Yes.
Will then go against each other in many of these events?
Yes, that is correct. He did say that.
So I thought that was a pretty cool tidbit to know.
And then he said the end the JVs go, so we could probably cut it.
That's right, yeah. So at the end of this around the 6:37-ish range, the junior varsity will then take their turns, and they sound like they get 2 turns each. But at that point, we may be winding down our broadcast.
Beautiful day here in Lynn.
Yes, it
Other
is.
than the pollen kicking our butts.
Well, of course, it is windy out as it always seems to be around here, but it is 80 degrees. So yeah, if you're
Doesn't feel it.
if you're someone that really gets beat up by the pollen, that's certainly swirling around. But 80 degrees right now here in beautiful Lynn, Massachusetts.
And the gun's about to pop off.
Okay,
and here comes the men for the hurdles, I believe.
All right, yep. All right, so this should be the men 400-meter hurdles between the Crimson Tide and Somerville. For the Crimson Tide, this should consist of Shania Aristine, Elijah Lassiter, and Donald Michelle. Out in front, it's the Highlanders, 1 and 2. You can see Shania Aristine is in third. I got to look at that bib number. It was 784. And then Elijah Lassiter and Donald Michelle rounding things up. There's still some of the race left, but they need some ground to make up here.
Oh, they're turning the Jets right after this turn, I believe.
That's right, for the straightaway. 400-meter hurdles is no small feat. I mean, that's a lot of distance to run while clearing some hurdles.
The Crimson Tide athlete is about 15 yards behind the Somerville players, and that will do it.
Yeah, so it's the Highlanders going 1 and 2 there. I believe Lassiter takes third. And then Aristine and Michelle round out the places finished there. It was all in the start. Highlanders started off great, and they really never eased off the throttle.
No, they wanted it. They wanted it bad, and these guys are huffing and puffing away.
That's a long distance.
It is. No, I'm not. Dude, trust me, I'm not hating. Whew. It is not fun, but these guys love it. They want to get better, and one day make the States. Go for it. Nothing but love from here.
So Highlanders leading things off in the battle of undefeateds and the boys. Looks like we have our next event starting, and again, I think that's going to be classical is now taking. So the way I understand it, looks like you'll have the next two teams go. And I remember the official said this to us too. Sometimes you won't have all the participants there. Listen, there's a good look over at the long jump.
Well, in classical.
Nice jump over there by Classical. And we also have the triple jump is taking place just in the other pit across from where we saw the Lynn Classical long jump. And I think Everett is involved in the triple jump. There's a look at Lynn Classical. There's two members of Classical. Remember the official told us before the match that sometimes you won't see complete heats because you'll have other athletes that'll have to be at other stations. I believe that's what you're seeing right now in this 400-meter hurdle. Classical is against Lynn English, but right now it's just two Classical runners racing against their own times right now.
As we fade it back over to the sand pits, you see some of the Everett.
Again, that's assistant coach St. Justy with the clipboard in the background. And you'll recognize him. He's a common fixture on the football sideline as he headlines the offensive and defensive lines for the Crimson Tide. He's been a long-time assistant coach. And Claudia does a great job. Had the pleasure of playing high school football with Claudia. He was quite the player himself.
And that was a nice little tight race there.
Yeah, they went at it. Classical wins that one. You can't lose when it's Classical versus Classical, but they both competed against each other very hard, and they got around there pretty quick, keeping the distance pretty tight between themselves.
I like that friendship competitiveness.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Push each
always,
other.
Yes, it's always a good, positive thing. And bragging rights.
Oh, definitely.
You see one of the officials with a nice sun hat.
Yep. Okay, so here we go. Oh, I know. That's Selma. Selma Muatakil. She's a senior. She's been a long-time standout for the Crimson Tide since her freshman year. Solid jump by Selma.
Too bad they didn't have the yard markers and meters on there, so we know how much to jump.
Yeah, I know. We're kind of just...
We're winging it, people.
Yeah, we're winging it.
We appreciate you listening and our banter and watching these kids excel in their sport. We got a lot going on over here.
Oh, yeah.
So we have another run going.
Okay, so there's quite a few
they got
involved
rid
in
of
this
the-
one.
Yeah, they got rid of the hurdles. This could be the.
Is that?
Could be 400 or 800. It could be 100-meter dash. We'll see.
Could be actually the mile as well. Is that? Looks like it's. Is it mixed? Is it? Looks like boys and girls are going right now, or? Okay, yeah. So it looks like you have boys and girls, and that could be what I have next on my sheet is the 2 mile. This could be the 2 mile. I guess they just have them both go. And then you can see over there, that's the shot put.
Wow.
And I would say that
was
is,
impressive.
I believe that's Shane McKenzie.
And we have the triple long jump going. Oh, there we go.
I'm sorry, that was the discus. And that's Shane McKenzie, another standout from the football team.
And we have the triple jump going on, too. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you please.
And these kids just popped off, and they're off and running. It looks like the mile because the way they're running right now.
Yeah, actually, I believe it's a 2 mile.
2 miles?
Yeah, so we'll see. If they go around the track like a bunch of times, then I think 8 times is 2 miles. 4 is 1, I believe. So yeah, that's bib number 791. That's Anthony Cooper, and then you can see just behind him is David Hueso Arazo, and then for the Crimson Tide, the lone runner for the girls is bib number 377. That's Suzanne Mahajan. And she's just a little bit behind the leader right there, being paced by a Somerville Highlander. Again, this is the 2 mile, so a long way to go.
Yeah.
But you don't want to fall too far behind, but you want to be able to keep a solid pace to make that final push. There's a good look at Anthony Cooper.
He's in 4th place right now. He's with the crowd right now.
Absolutely. You know, Anthony, depending on what his gas tank looks like, he's certainly within striking distance to make a move. And about 30 yards behind him is David Hueso Arazo.
Looks like he's about to take 3rd around this turn here.
Yeah, he's really right behind a Highlander for 3rd. And it looks like we have, if I'm seeing it right, we have 2 Highlanders in 1st and 2nd. So Somerville certainly showing their
dominance
early in this one. Hey, what's happening? We're joined by Jackie over from Lynn English Track. Jackie was very helpful in getting us set up here in the press box.
We appreciate that.
Absolutely. They're in the 2 mile right now, and what's that? 8 times around? Does that sound right? That's what I thought. Okay, 8 laps and then 4 for the 1. So yeah, this is a long race.
Anything going on the triple jump? Nope. Oh, javelin!
Yeah.
There he goes. Good steady pace. The Somerville created some player created some distance there. Look at the focus and determination on his face. Nice long strides. Keeping his arms in. The distance between 1st place and 3rd and 4th is about 40 yards now. A little bit of a distance there. Hopefully you can make it up. You see a nice shot right there. And here's the windy javelin set up right now. Then you see a judge judging away. Nice little javelin throw there. Let's see. I have this kid's name somewhere. Let me take a look.
Setting this up to win, Jackie.
Thank you.
All right, now I have a complete master roster of all the teams here involved.
Oh, beautiful.
There are 4 teams involved, as I mentioned in our broadcast, our introduction. And we now have it covered thanks to our friend Jackie from Lynn English. have one of those, and I certainly don't. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Nice job by Anthony Cooper, who is still battling here.
As the girls get lapped.
And then, yeah, so Somerville again in first and second, and then
Now they're in third.
In third by about 20 yards, 30 yards.
He was closing the gap on the first turn over there. Then
Anthony
he's
looks like
creating
he's
more
holding
distance.
on to fourth pretty well. He's got a nice lead in fourth. Just behind him, it's Lynn English. And again, now I have a master roster. Let me just see what I can pull up here.
there you see the ladies having a nice stroll. I think this is the third or fourth lap for them. We'll know it's the final lap because everyone will lose their minds.
That's right.
There you see the two Somerville gentlemen in the lead, followed by the ladies of Lynn Classic.
A lot of action going on.
We need student correspondents on the field.
Yeah.
Take it away, Jake.
Yeah, I know.
At the
I
triple
know.
jump.
Yeah. We're learning. We're learning. here. Yeah, I'm with you.
The nice toss there by, I don't know who that was. The discus. Not a bad
missed
throw at all.
And again, that's David Hueso Arazo, neck and neck with Classical.
Fighting for that fifth spot.
And that's Anthony Cooper. Good look at Cooper.
He's chilling in fourth place right now, looking to gain some ground. I would say there's about maybe 2 laps left. That's my estimated guess. I'm probably wrong. That's okay. Look at that stride.
Good stride. That's a pretty good workout. Oh, 2 miles.
Oh, I would have been done after 1 lap. Not even a lap. At our age, forget it. I wonder if any of these athletes these days take the cold plunge, like in the baths. You know, fill it up with the tub full of ice and just chill in there for like 3 to 6 minutes.
I take a cold shower every day.
I do too.
Yeah, it releases that cold protein. It's a wonderful
Oh, you
thing.
read about that too?
Oh, yeah, I'm all for it. I've been doing this now for, I'm on year 3.
All right, I just started a few
It
weeks
gets a lot
ago.
colder in the winter because
yeah.
it really goes with the ground, but you don't need it. I mean, you just need it to be, I mean, right now it'll work any time of year. Now, obviously, as you mentioned, the next step would be the ice bath, which is, you know, if you can submerge in that for a couple minutes, again, you're really getting all those cold proteins to release. But that's awesome that you joined the cold shower club. Of course, folks, you start off like room temperature. It's not like you go cold all the time. It's more of like the final rinse. All you really need is 30 seconds to a minute, but I've worked up to a few minutes. I pretty much finish that way, so it's about anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. And it's great. It gives you like this invigoration. It's like it has a number of positives. Collagen, here.
It helps your immune system, metabolism.
Yep, does all that. But yeah, it releases that cold protein, which is stored in your body. They're free.
Yeah, it's in your liver, I was told, too.
Yep, that's right.
It's crazy.
And there are also hot proteins that you can get through either extreme workouts or through a sauna. I don't venture too much into saunas, but I do like to push my workouts pretty hard. So if you're matching up releasing those proteins pretty regularly, then you're going to be well on your way to a fast, fire-burning metabolism.
Yeah, it gets rid of the gut, too.
Yeah, no, it does. It burns brown fat, which is the most stubborn fat out there. Brown fat does not want to burn on its own, but if you really, hammer it with some cold water proteins, that's one way to get rid of it. So, Bird.
Yes.
Good to know, man. You're on it. Well played, brother. Well played. Yeah, my brother-in-law told me about it. Like I said, 3 years ago. I started in April. But the wintertime, it's a different animal, because if it's really cold out, I mean, you do it, but like it gives you brain freeze, like if it's on your head for too long. So it definitely I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I just crushed a slush.
Especially during that weekend, it was like -6 to 10 degrees. I'm like, yeah, I'm not bothering.
No, you're a little different if you do it then. To keep up with consistency, I would, but it was not really enjoyable at that point. Right now, I feel like it's nothing. I'm like, okay, it's almost refreshing on the hot days.
Yes.
So yeah, I wonder if these athletes, even if they just take the ice bath at the training facility, it's really a great way to have your body recover and return to speed.
We really didn't take advantage of that work. It's when we had little to no knowledge of it.
No, exactly, and you didn't know, and you just thought, this is just why are we doing this? This is so brutal. But then when you learn about it, it's like you're cheating.
Very beneficial.
It's like you're cheating your body to become like a superhero. It's pretty cool stuff. So it's always about the more you know, and we're here to impart wisdom.
We have stuff going on in javelin, nothing going on over at the discus area.
Looks like we have our next meet getting ready to go. And again, that's going to be, I think it's the 100 meters, because Selma Muatakil, bib number 379, who's one of my favorites. I see Selma all the way to the far left of the line. Selma is a mainstay in most of these events. She is one of the more versatile athletes for the Crimson Tide.
Awesome.
Selma, again, I mentioned she's a senior and terrific student athlete, great person, and a really good athlete. So I see her, I know she's involved in the 100 meters, unless if that already happened, but she's also involved in the 400 meters, like I said. When in doubt, just say her name. She's probably a part of the event.
Oh, someone's doing the high jump, I believe. If we get a camera over there. Looks like someone's jumping. Or maybe it's just a practice jump.
Oh, might have been. Excuse me. Sorry.
It's all right.
It's very unprofessional.
It's all good. Did you see the ladies finishing up?
Yep.
I think.
Yeah, no, that 2 mile looks like it's 2 miles and it's final lap.
Most of the Somerville and Everett men's have stopped, so this must be the last lap for the ladies. And they're doing all right. I like that tank top shirt. Is that a tank top or is that like a bodysuit thing?
No, that is definitely a tank top. Okay. That looks really cool.
I like that.
Yep.
See, Everett needs a pro shop. Online link, scan code, everything. Boom, you can purchase them all right there.
You heard the man. Start it. I'll buy it.
Talk to.
Yeah. I'll buy it. I crush college campus stores all the time. I shop at the Miami Hurricane Show. My godson Franco. Mm-hmm. I've been picking off a lot of Canes gear.
Nice.
I'm a big Kansas State and Mississippi State supporter. So, although I was very disappointed to learn Kansas State, the K-State Superstar, I just got an email. They're closing down.
What?
Yeah, effective July. I think it's in July. They had a very sad goodbye, but they're closing their store. I said, well, when am I going to get my K-State gear?
Oh no!
I love my lavender and purple.
You should do the local ones like Harvard.
Yeah. Well,
BU,
I'm gonna do
BC,
Brown. I got some.
We know people.
Yeah, we got Jake Wilcox, and I got also a very good friend of the family, the Reading quarterback, who is now taking his talents to Brown. He'll be following in Jake's footsteps.
Nice.
And definitely want to get some Brown Bears action because they play in Harvard, I think, this coming season, which is in Cambridge.
Yep.
And, well, I won't be supporting that Crimson. I'll be supporting the Bears of Brown.
I know someone on Northeastern if you need to get for that too.
Oh, yeah, you're a big Northeastern guy.
Yep.
Yeah, the Reading quarterback I speak of is James Murphy.
Okay.
Great dude, and he's a good quarterback. He's about 6'5", had a terrific career with the Rockets. He ran into the CM Buzzsaw his junior year, and then they ran into Bishop Feehan last year, but he had some great runs with them, and he is now going to be at Brown. And he'll be learning under Jake Wilcox, who's going into his senior year. And Jake is the starting quarterback. He started last year as a junior. And Jake replaced E.J. Perry, who was the E.J. had a great career at Andover, a terrific career at Brown. And he's kind of fighting for a job in the NFL right now.
Awesome.
Trying to get into a camp in the NFL, E.J. Perry.
There's always XFL and USFL now, too.
Which I love, by the way. I'm glad that that's happening.
Oh, me too.
And we'll take a moment to talk about that.
Absolutely.
I actually got into the XFL. I was saying to myself, I mean, how good could this be? I mean, how much fun? Well, the athletes are terrific. They're literally just on the fringe of being NFL players. And I really like what they've done. The XFL, I know The Rock, and he has a female partner that runs the league.
His ex-wife, yeah.
Yeah, they do a terrific job. And I tell you, one way to get the fans involved, some great uniforms.
Oh, my God, yeah.
And same with the USFL. Now, what's cool about the USFL, which is underway right now, is that is actually something that was that was in the 80s that existed.
Yep.
And they're actually using the same teams. And oh my God, again, the uniforms are terrific. I saw the Philadelphia Stars play the New Jersey Generals last week. And the kicker for the Stars set a record in college or NFL of any of the leagues with 8 made field goals.
Wow.
And you better believe he'll be getting a tryout. I think it was Luis Aguiar was the kicker. So the Stars have this beautiful helmet where it's like a 3D star on the helmet. Oh my God, I'm a sucker for a good uniform. So you give me a good uniform with some great athletes, and the USFL and XFL are providing opportunities. And they just showed they had a pretty good list of XFL players that have now just signed to NFL teams after their season completed. Awesome. So I think that's great. It's great for the NFL. Everyone loves football, and why not? Let's keep it going. So hopefully those funds will continue. They had some good fans. I know the DC Defenders. Yep. They had the snake, the Solo Cup snake.
I hear yelling, so something's wrong in a good way.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, so I think it's the girls finishing the laps.
Yep.
For the 2-mile one.
Yeah, the girls are wrapping up the 2-mile.
And looks like she's picking up some ground over here.
That's Suzanne Mahajan.
She's picking up some ground.
And
look at
she's got the sprint.
Oh, she's
can
gonna
she get it?
Catch her!
She's within 5 yards.
It's so close.
Suzanne Mahajan.
Oh, she had another 5 yards.
I tell you, she still wins in my book. That was amazing. What a finish by Suzanne. Just riding the
she's gassed.
Emotional outpour of support from her teammates. And the other teams involved. Everyone loves seeing that.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
That was awesome.
Love it.
And you can see Coach Simia providing some much applause to Suzanne Mahajan, who really gave it everything she had. So that concludes the girls' 2-mile and the boys. So now the 2 miles off the books. So again, this is following in the beautiful order that Coach Simia has given us. So next up, you should see the 100 meters. And the 100 meters, I recognize 2 of the names that were, I think actually all 3 of these names on here were football players, but I know Jalen Jones and Jacoby Ward, and then Jeremiah Jean Lewis. So those are the 3 for the Crimson Tide. And they're looking to get one back on the Highlanders, who have started off this battle of undefeateds with a dominant start. And I also want to give a shout out to some of my colleagues at work.
Yes.
I had great help today from Miss Heidi and Miss Tara. They work as speech therapists right next door, and they saw that I was in a bit of a pinch when I was looking to leave to head here. I had to take care of another event at the school, and I was in a bit of trying to get here on time with a lot of equipment to bring. So they both offered their services to help me pack my car with equipment, and I was very thankful to both Heidi and Tara. So nice job, girls. Thanks for the help.
Is he all right? Oh, he's just gassed. Okay.
I think he's just practicing, warming up.
The way he went down, I was like, oh boy. I hope he didn't pop something in his name.
Yeah, he might have. Hopefully not. No, he's okay.
All right, he's good. All right. It looks like he's dragging his left leg a little bit. That might be just, yeah, be a little dramatic, but I think he's all right. Yeah, the weatherman said it's going to be very dry. If you drop a match, forget it.
I saw that they have, it's called a red flag warning. And I guess that references when there could be, brush fires in the air or just fire starting weather.
Basically California.
Correct, yeah, basically.
I hate to say it like that, but.
No, right. Because it's dry and it's windy and it has all the makings of
forest fire.
Yeah, do not.
I can hear the bear now.
Yeah, oh yeah. Smokey?
Yep.
Smokey always left an imprint on me.
Here we see, this got a nice little. Nice.
Triple jump is a trip, man. I mean, really, it's like, there's a lot going on.
Hey, great burst of speed right off the gate. Good stance. He just took right off. Now, if he just does a single jump, he's jumping pretty far.
Oh, he's probably out jumping the pit.
Yeah.
Not enough
so
sand.
He's doing a single one.
Not enough sand to contain him.
He gets a dap from one of the judges.
Yeah.
And a discus toss.
All right, so on the
look at that thing roll.
Let's see who that is. Trying to my roster
and
here.
I'll stop at the 15-yard line.
Looks like that was Fabrice Michaud.
And I think we have an Everett player going off on the triple jump over here. Oh, nope.
Well, that is, looks like Lynn English.
1, 2. All right.
This is very difficult to call, folks.
Much respect to the people who actually do this for a living.
Yes.
Track and field. Seriously, like, you guys got a lot on your plate here, and play is just trying to keep up with the outdoor track events. God bless you.
So again, what we've had as concluded events so far, we've had the 400-meter hurdles.
Correct.
And we had the 2-mile.
Fact.
And just to give you some information on those events, the 400-meter hurdles, it's when athletes run in lanes from staggered positions, and they start from blocks. They can complete one full 400-meter lap, clearing 10 evenly spaced hurdles. And then in the 2-mile, athletes start at the finish line and run 8 laps around the track. So next up on our running events that we have will be the 100-meter dash, and that's when athletes will run 100 meters on an outdoor 400-meter track. The 100-meter is held on the home straightaway, with the start usually being set on an extension to make it a straight line race. So those are some factoids there. And then, of course, we have some of these events that are happening right now. We have the long jump, which is known as one of track and field's 2 horizontal jumps. Competitors sprint along a runway and jump as far as possible into a sand pit from a wooden takeoff board. The distance traveled from the edge of the board to the closest indentation in the sand to it is then measured. A foul is committed and the jump is not measured if an athlete steps beyond the board. And then you did just see a throw. Was it a discus throw?
Yes, it was. While the sport's throwing events, athletes throw a metal disc weighing 1.6 kilograms. Is that right?
Sure.
Yeah. For men's and 1 kilogram for the ladies, as far as possible, while remaining inside the 2.5 meter dynamic circle. In order for the throw to be measured, the disc must land inside a marked sector, and the athlete must not leave the circle before it has landed. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then only from there, the rear half of the circle.
All right. Pretty good.
I didn't know if you jumped outside the circle, you got penalized for that. Okay, good to know. I thought the circle was just like a base.
Yeah, same.
Don't leave the circle.
Good to know. That's why these things are pretty good to know.
As the wind.
Yeah, we
helps us flip the page
like
here.
I said, 80 degrees, but no shortage of wind.
I'll take 80.
We're not complaining, really.
No.
We're set up beautifully here at Manning Field. Special shout out to our friend Rich Avery, who always sets us up here at the Manning Field. Him and his crew, the fine folks of the DPW here in the city of Lynn. Always a very special time coming here. These guys take care of us very well. It's a beautiful stadium, one of the best in the state. And we like it. It's right next door to Everett. We're not a far drive, so very convenient to get here. And to all be a part of the GBL now, this is a place where football-wise, we're here once a year, every year, because we'll either be at classical or at English.
True.
And
once in a while, we'll be here for a playoff game.
The athletic directors from both of those schools are very good to us, and just all the parties involved. So a much big thank you to the city of Lynn and their public schools for always being such gracious hosts. There's a good look at the action, just our field camera.
Go for a nice little jog on the field.
Why not?
The blood flowing. Oh, we have some of a player at the discus area.
Okay.
Nice little spin.
And that was a nice straight toss. That's what you look for, Bird.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were talking about the triple jump. One of the Everett players threw it, I think it was like around the 15 or 16 yard line earlier.
I actually didn't get into the triple jump. I think that's worthy of an explanation as well, because the triple jump is very different.
Which one? I forget which one you're talking about.
I know that we've had competitors here. I covered all the running events, and then I did the long jump.
Gotcha.
But the triple jump, that's one of the 2 horizontal jump events on the track and field program. Competitors sprint along a runway before taking off from a wooden board, the same wooden board that's used in the long jump. The takeoff foot absorbs the first landing, the hop. The next phase, the step, is finished on the opposite foot and then followed by a jump into a sandpit. The distance traveled from the edge of the board to the closest indentation in the sand to it is then measured. I
heard a whistle.
Followed all that, and I heard a whistle as well.
I see a cluster of kids. Oh, they're just jogging. Never mind. I see a gentleman in a yellow windbreaker properly. Or that today, wave it down a few people.
Yeah, no
by
kidding.
The end zone. I heard a gunshot.
Yep.
Oh,
and
okay.
It is. It's off, and that is the
ladies. Ooh, look at that, nice and tight.
Yeah, that's the 100 meters right there.
Ooh, they're neck and neck. Ooh, that's gonna be close.
And again, we got in the 100 meters Isabella Pimenta, Zael Cannon, and Selma Muatakil are the 3 participants from the Lady Crimson Tide involved.
And they took that one. Everett came in first and second, and I couldn't tell who the rest were because it was neck and neck, and it was very entertaining.
And it is on the opposite side field. Nice job from our camera crew. We got our director, Jeff Natio, pushing the fancy buttons. We got Dan Natio on camera, along with Joe Camley and Tony Laidlaw. All doing a great job. Again, Josh Delgazo alongside Bird marching for the call.
Hi.
Hey.
There you see the kids just waiting around for their turn. A little chit-chatting going on.
Yeah, a lot of camaraderie.
She's asking them who's going to prom with.
Right, why not?
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Wait, other niece had her prom in April. I was like, what?
Really?
Yeah. Well, she went to a Catholic school. She's going to Catholic school. So that makes sense now.
Yeah, because I don't know that schedule.
I was just going to go about that, but forget it now.
Yeah.
Public school, I know, is in late May, June. Catholic school's earlier.
Yeah, that's
depends on where they are, too.
Sure. Yeah, my niece Josephine just had her prom, but that was last week. She goes to Governor's Academy, but that's more of the normal schedule.
Gotcha. All right, these girls are about to take off right now.
Okay, so yeah, that's going to be... Then if we have another set, is this another 100? It's probably the next set of 100 meters. Must be between classical and English. Yep, okay, so this is Lynn Classical versus Lynn English. The Battle of Lynn in the 100 meters. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Look at the speed there. Oh, man.
Not even close.
I don't know if she had a head start, but she sure made it look like that. Great job.
She had at least a 20-yard distance between the other athletes. My goodness.
Absolutely burning the track right there. Nice job by Lynn English. Taking first place.
She better be going to the States. My goodness.
Yeah, that was impressive.
That was very impressive.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. I was looking at the crowd of kids running, then I saw her 20 yards ahead. I was like, oh, wow.
Yep. And I believe me, the crowd wasn't, they were moving too, but she had a different gear.
She had the nos.
Yeah.
All right, nothing going on the triple jump. discus, they're still going at it. You see some player up right now. That's a unique technique. Wow. All right. I believe the boys are getting set up right now to do the 100 meter. See some of the girls practicing their javelin throws. Some kids are stretching out. Other kids are chit-chatting. Seniors must be enjoying this because they're on the last leg of their track meets. How many? Do you know how many more they have after this? Like maybe another one or two?
Yeah, it looks like there are, after this, we're going to have... We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice. All right, here come the boys.
7 running events. I'm just trying to find.
And they're off. Everett's got the lead, followed by Somerville. Kid coming up the middle. It looks like he's about to take the... Ooh, he's ahead. Look at him run. Whoa.
Wow.
Impressive.
And that was, we had right there, we had Jeremiah Gene Lewis, Jalen Jones, Jacoby Ward, and Jalen Jones for the Crimson Tide with Somerville out in front. That was a good race. Yeah. That was close.
Yeah, he was sandwiched between two Everett kids, and he just popped on loose and just separated himself from the rest of the crowd.
There's a good look at Jalen Jones talking with Jacoby Ward, and Jeremiah Gene Lewis was just behind all them. That was a great race. They were all, everyone there was like, no one had a huge lead ahead of the other. They were all like
a nice
splitting
little cluster.
hairs. Yeah.
Big cluster and just separated at the end there. And some little kid just took it. Good for you, dude. Wow. Around like the 30 or 40 yard line, he separated himself from the other Everett athletes and just took it. Took the W. This breeze feels amazing, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And the whistle blows. For what event? I don't know. But we're about to find out. Let's see where everyone's joined. Yeah, looks like it's over there again for the 100-meter dash. If I could do track all over again, I'd just do javelin and the discus throw. Yeah, stuff like that.
I'm just trying to find this link because I have a request to send it over to our friends at Lynn English. I'm scouring my email, so forgive me.
There you see, Lynn English. Wow, look at him go. Nice. Ooh, that's close. That's really close. That's a picture finish right there.
I thought I had this.
Need a photo finish for that one.
Photo finish. I like that.
I said picture, my bad.
That's okay. I knew what you meant. I definitely knew what you meant.
We have more 100-yard dash going. Excuse me, 100-meter dash.
Where's this Jeff Natio guy?
You see the athletes, the coaches, talking among themselves. All right, you see some Nike shoes, New Balance sneakers. Okay. I haven't seen any salsa sneakers yet. Those are usually trap
Yeah,
things,
I like
right?
those. Yeah.
I had a pair once. One of the radio stations gave me. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's my story. I think I have like 6 months. I'm like,
That's
I'm done with
fine.
these.
I
I'm
think-
done with them. Not really a shoe you wear out in public. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but
I'm waiting for more Tatum's to drop. I know Tatum has his first pair out, the Zoo, which is like the red one that he's been wearing. But and I like that one. But he has 3 other editions. There's a total of 4, but they haven't dropped yet. And I kind of want them to drop because my wife said she'd pick them up for me for Father's Day, which
nice.
is in a month.
Right around the corner.
And I especially love he has one that's the strawberry lemonades, and or the pick lemonades rather. And those are very loud, and I like them. And then he's got his the barbershop edition, which is like a kind of like a grayish one. I'm just like, oh, those are beautiful.
Nice.
But if I have to settle for the Zoo, then I will.
Movie recommendation for you?
Yes.
Have you seen Air yet? With
No,
Matt Damon
but
and
it looks amazing. I haven't.
the Jordan movie?
Yeah, no,
Yes,
I-
please
okay.
watch it when you get home
Okay.
tonight. Please. It's really good. Really, very well done. It's nothing cheesy.
I heard really good things about it.
It's very interesting how Jordan was an Adidas guy, and the rest is history. I'm not going to get into it. You have to watch.
Don't spoil it
indulge.
for me.
I'm not. But he was a huge Adidas guy. And here we go, the Ladies Lynn Classical 100-meter dash. Ooh, we got 4-way. Ooh, she's girl in lane 2 just took it. She was behind. Dig down deep and gets that W for her team and herself. Nice job. All right, we got Everett and Somerville up next. See them lining up. I like those yellow Nike ones. And they're off. Somerville's in the lead. Ooh, looks like girl in the first lane's catching up. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Both around on gas there. Oh, she's an Everett girl too. Oh, perfect. Good,
Nice.
Everett takes first and second.
And that was the
100.
100 again.
I think they do it a few times.
Oh, okay. Couple heats.
Yes. Here come the boys up again. Everett versus Somerville.
No, this is looks
Nope,
like
nope.
that's classical.
Whoop, whoop.
Classical
False
getting ready to
start.
go against
Oh,
English.
okay. Oh, my bad. Yeah, it is my fault.
So there's a look at English versus classical.
Neighboring schools in this city of Lynn.
West Lynn versus East Lynn.
Turf wars.
I came in.
Supremacy.
So when I came in,
track
I
and
actually
field.
came in. I drove right by Classical High School.
Nice. All right.
I'm more familiar with English High School. I've been in that building more, but Classical has got a nice high school too. It's really nice.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah,
Not bad.
they're both good sized schools. Like they're not
Decent
small.
size, yeah.
It's
They're
a
not
big
like-
city.
Oh,
So that's
massive
why
city.
it's why you have a few different schools. If they ever had one school, man, they would be like
Powerhouse.
Yeah, because they're already very good as it is, and it's 2 schools. So this is the 100 meters between the Rams and the Bulldogs, and it looks
one's
like
catching him.
we got a couple Rams out in front.
Yeah, they're not
We got
catching
a
up.
battle for fourth. Fourth place is very close,
Nice.
but nice job out in front for Classical. And I'll try to read you some names of their roster. I don't have bib numbers, so I do have full rosters, but we have some time, so I'll definitely be happy to read
Oh, yeah.
to you who's
And I'll
involved.
fill it in, and you just tap me and say, "Drop bird," and go at it.
So for Classical, we got Zamil Avdali, Alea Ayul, Avalsi Baez, Nora Baptiste, Akia Brown, Jaraleni Cabral, Candice Jouth, Tatiana Chout, Bianca Crystalin, Delaney Donna, Mariana De Leon Pinzon, Kaylee Diaz, Sherilyn Espinal, Gianna Fortes, Rocio Garcia, Isra Haloy, Leah Hernandez, Jaylyn Huan, Jessica Howell, Rachel Idigwu, Arzarella George. And we'll pause there.
Excellent classical. And ooh, we got a tight one. Oh, the Bulldog took off.
Yeah.
He was in third place for a little bit there. Then he just turned on the Jets.
That's right. We mentioned that Classical's also taking on Somerville here. So a lot of different things going on.
Yeah. And we have 2 Battle of the Undefeateds, Everett and Somerville. Everett with a 6-0 record, Somerville with a 5-0 record.
That's right.
Someone's going to catch that L today.
Yeah,
Hopefully it's not Everett.
I know.
Either way, they're still in good position to get the GBL. And go
Definitely.
to states.
And the Greater Boston League meet is this Monday at Dilboy Stadium in Somerville.
Oh, so is that why we're here and playing?
It must be. I'm not sure. I still did not get any clarity
Information
on
on
that.
that.
Yeah, but maybe that's it. I think we're here due to scheduling. I think a couple of these might have been rained out or postponed due to weather, inclement weather.
Gotcha. It
So
was
then I
raining
think they
last
just
week.
felt like, all right, we have a couple in schools involved. Let's just bring it here to Manning Field, and then we'll do the whole shebang Monday in Somerville. As we approach another event, getting ready to take off. And this looks like
You have a couple of Everett kids in
Everett's
this
out
one.
in front.
Oh, he's hanging on by a thread, and he's got it.
Oh, right
did he get it?
there.
Yeah,
yeah, he
okay,
does.
Okay. All right.
And to continue my roster for Classical as I make my way down, finishing up the rest of the Classical Rams roster. Dolce Juarez Castro, Helen Laschapo, Tatiana Lazo, Brianna Lemus, Jessica Lopez, Naylene Lopez, Ana Malima, Vilex Mann, Ariana Martinez, Brianna Milano, Emmeline Ortiz, Yavenska Oscar, Willenia Picasio, Cassandra Pena, Monrique Pearson, Isabella Pimentel, Pamela Rivera, Ashley Rojas, and Amy Romero. That wraps up the Classical roster. When I have more time, I'll get to the rest of the schools involved.
Nice easy win for Lynn right there.
Yeah, Classical Rams taking that one. Was that Classical on Classical?
Yes.
You can't lose.
Classical on classical.
That's
crime.
right.
Crime.
Cue the classical music. Corny.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Sorry, that's what I'm here for. Here for bad jokes.
Bad jokes and hot takes.
Here are some members of the Lynn English roster.
Nice.
Fatima Abdelnabi, Fadalit Amisu, Yasalis Amparo, Jasmine Ampudia, Karina Argueta Bardalis, Kayla Argueta Bardalis, Jocelyn Armis, Deliana Assad, Elena Outh, Ada Balai, Kate Bushway, Norvadi Chan, DJ Chim, Yaraliz Coriano, Andrea Coronado, Donaval DeRoche, Petra Forchap, Mariah Fowler, Arianas Garcia, Hillary Garcia, Liana Henriquez, Pamela Holkin Colado, Lillian Idwo, Sania Jackson, Leilani Kem, Abedi Kivangani, Abatali Kivangani, Zaneb Lawal, Tiana Leak, Gardenia Leon Munoz, Liana Lopez Chavez, Nina Lee, Nayasi Mabuku, Rosa Matal, Madison McHale, Laisha Mercedes, and I'll pause right there. And looks like we have now, this must be
The 1 mile?
the 1 mile. And again, you'll see members of both events participating in this, both boys and girls.
This guy's got off to an early jump start.
For
Wow.
Everett in the 1 mile, wearing bib number 793, Samuel Desir Mafuana. And for the girls, wearing bib number 364, Tiffany Escobar, and bib number 382, Nicole Ramos Fonseca.
One gentleman from Somerville is just ahead of the whole pack. You know what this reminds me of? Of my Pop Warner days. You know who that kid is right there? That's Jimmy Rabideau.
Yeah.
We start a lap, he's just gone. You have 2 laps, he's already done.
Chase the rabbit.
Yep.
Do.
Yeah, he
That's
was
what
the
they
rabbit.
used to say. Well, it's fitting with the last name. Jimmy Rabideau, great athlete.
Yep. Pope John, Framingham State.
Oh, I'll never forget watching Pope John. They took on Marion. It was a day-night doubleheader in the city of Everett. It was the Super Bowl of 1998. Pope John Tigers were down at Tough Stadium in Medford taking on Marion Mustangs. And the Pope John Tigers were victorious that day. It was Rob DiLoretto was actually the coach.
Yep, yes he was.
And he hoisted the trophy that day. And then the nightcap was one of the best games of all time between the Everett Crimson Tide and the Xaverian Hawks. Everett completely outplayed Xaverian, but unfortunately Xaverian did enough to hang around, and they hit a game-winning 35-yard field goal by Kevin Tully, a name that will live in Crimson Tide infamy. And I hate to conjure up bad memories, but...
Thanks for the PTSD.
But I know one thing, though. I know one thing is true, and I've always said this. For all the championships we have, and while that's a very heartbreaking loss, I still view Everett as winners that day. I know that doesn't do anyone good that played in that team, but it should. You made the city proud. That was the first time Everett really battled with the behemoths of the Catholics and come out well, because 2 years ago they had played Xaverian and got beat pretty good.
31-14.
And this was a game that was a big-time matchup, and I thought Everett, really, they were champions that day. So not to get all emotional on you,
And
but
mushy, thanks.
it was. You should be proud. It was.
I was.
Everett was truly on the map after that, and then we do get Xaverian back many times after. So
Absolutely.
there's a good ending there for Crimson Tide fans.
Nice little rivalry.
Much respect to the Xaverian Hawks too.
Absolutely.
A lot of respect. They got a great program. While this is going down, I'll continue to read some names as this 2 miles is taking place.
Yep, and I'll stop you if I see anything.
Please do.
If anything else is
Give me
happening.
the Ric Flair chest slap to take me off my game, all right? Woo! Woo! All right, what was I want to make sure I get everyone here. Let me see here. I was near the end.
1 mile run is still going for the boys and girls. People are warming up with their javelins.
So we had Nyasia Mabuku, Rosa Matal, Madison McHale. I might have said them already. Want to make sure we get them. Laisha Mercedes, Nadia Muyad, Jillian Murray, sorry. Anna Niz, Rubiana Osorio, Catherine Pereira, Dianis Perez, Marley Perez, Monique Perry, Aura Polanco, Jade Quiero, Jennifer Rodriguez, Anais Rosado, Grace Rungtirantapassian, Victoria Samuel, Alexa Sanchez, Valeria Sanchez, Alexia Scarmias, Jamili Torres, Rachel Villanueva, Christy Wozniak, Ashley Wolf, and Juanita Zapata. And that concludes the Lynn English roster.
So I just heard an announcement for the long jump for the boys coming up in maybe less than a minute. And one of the guys got the loudspeakers down there.
I know they were asking us for a mic.
Yeah, wireless mic. Go over the PA system.
He must be using what? You can hear him though. What's he using? The old school
Blowhorn.
Yeah. Oh, it worked. Good ears, Bird.
What in the heck was that? Ding! He legit just threw it off the bar.
Off the
a girl?
post. Yeah. I
I thought it was a boy still going. My
off
bad.
the
I looked down real
post.
quick. I heard the noise. I looked out the window. I didn't even look at the monitor.
Yeah. No, that was.
That's awesome.
I mean, I would do
Ding.
that. You know,
Oh,
you're throwing a
gosh.
360.
Yep.
I'd
She's
probably-
laughing about it. I'm gonna laugh about it. It's all
I
good.
have a good laugh. Tell you, it had some force. You could hear the ding. I mean, if that didn't hit the post, that would have been deep.
We would have never even heard it or known. It was the girl's second one.
And we had another, looks like another 100-meter take place as well. Or no, I'm sorry, they finished up strong. That was a good finish on that 1 mile by, again, the Highlanders. They are really showing what they're all about here today.
And you see the ladies going at it.
And nice
the
finish right
disc.
there in the 1 mile. Samuel Desir Mafuana, looks like he took 3rd place. And there's a good look at some of our other finishers. There's Lynn Classical Rams. And let me get to Somerville's roster here. We have Marion Borges, Coco Brown, B.
We got a
Calvert.
high jump going on for Somerville. Whoop, nailed it. Let's see what number he is.
Yeah.
We'll get it
I know.
later.
Michaela Fighter. Sophia Good. Michaela Hurley. Baraka Jean Baptiste. Charlotte Johnson. Jessica Kearns. Julissa Lemus Cardoza. Anais Lopez. Cindy Luxama. Selena Martinez. Olivia Marajal. Nora Melhus. Marcia Nash Barchway. Greta O'Sullivan. Casey Pohl. McCartney Reedy. Anaya Reed. Lucia Reyes Jimenez. Maydeen Richard. Delia Richardson. Bricia Rivera Febles. Gabby Rossi. Wendy Santos. Asil Saeed. Savina Schreiber. Alex Schultz. Sylvie Spodarek. Mahali Timothy. Lucy Tornat. Isadora Tutter. Alaya Vasquez. Olivia Ward Grabowski, and Manal Zaid. And those are all of the participants in today's event.
Beautiful.
And again, courtesy of our friend Jackie over at Lynn English.
Appreciate
She
that.
set us up with that. That was very nice.
Oh, yes, very helpful. Appreciate everything.
Again, seeing members finish up the 1 mile over there. Looks like we're now seeing some boys practicing for the javelin.
Yeah, and we have the long jump coming
And
up
then
too.
we have the long jump. All right. So again, yeah, you constantly head on a swivel. Like,
I like it though.
yeah, no,
keeps you
it does.
busy.
It does. It keeps
It's
you busy.
perfect
Is
for
right.
ADHD.
Oh man.
Hey, let's go over there. All right, we get over there.
Yep.
Woo. They're running and jumping.
Curry College did us very well. Although you finished there, I would have loved to have finished there. I finished at Salem State, but I love my time as a Curry Colonel.
Good times down in Melton, Mass.
No, it's great. Great school. And I'm happy to have graduated Salem State, but hats off to the Colonels.
Wow, that was a nice toss.
Love the purple and black. Yeah, that was a great toss. Again, just a practice throw. I did not see a marking, but...
Yeah, dropped right before the 50-yard
Yeah.
line too. So
So that was Somerville?
he's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a legit toss right there. But dropped right before the 40. Not
Yeah,
bad.
and you know, again, I know it's where it initially lands, but you do get a pretty solid indication. They pretty much bounce forward about the same on each one. So that was about 10 yards further, but it just showed you the kind of throw that Somerville had right there.
Surprised he ain't pitching this season.
Yeah,
Or being an excellent outfielder.
right. And look at the action over at the high jump. Great job by our crew.
Picking up on that.
I
Thank
like
you.
that. The official just kind of dapped him up. He's like, hey, nice jump.
He's pointing too. He's like, yeah.
I like that.
He's
you
into
know?
it.
And the officials, everyone we spoke to was super cool. I mean,
Yeah.
track's like it's a different kind of vibe, and I dig it. You know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just mostly positive. Hey, good job here.
Right, it's
You-
like-
and they'll contribute. Hey, you're doing this wrong, so let's try doing this, and maybe X, Y, and Z, and blah
And
blah blah.
you see a lot of members of the other teams kind of
Oh.
talking to each other, like they definitely get to know each other. It's not like this, like you're obviously trying to win your respective event, but definitely seems to be
The competition's there, but it's friendly.
right. It's very friendly.
It's
And,
not like football, baseball,
yeah,
hockey.
right. You know, shake
basketball.
hands after the game, but you're not. There's not too much going on during the game. This is a little bit different. It makes sense. It's a good look over at the Crimson Tide.
Somerville looks like they're gonna take off again for the jump, the hurdle. Excuse me. Are they doing shot put today? I haven't seen that yet.
You know, that's a great question, Bert. I haven't either, and I didn't really see them practicing. And I'm not sure. Let's go through our. Maybe that's not a part of the. Oh no, it's shot puts in there. It just hasn't happened yet.
Oh, Somerville's doing some long jumping.
Yep. Okay. As they reset the bar to the high jump. Yep.
See, this is what I like. We got the high jump over here, then we got the long jumps over there, and we're just like, wah, 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 all over the place. Nothing going on the discus. That's good. Oh, no, we got a young lady going up for the discus right now. And we have girls taking off looks like maybe the 1 mile for the girls.
Or is this
Oh wait, they already did that, right?
No, they did that already. Yeah.
Okay.
So if it's next, then it's going to be the 4 by 100 meter relay.
Oh.
So then, if that's the case, this is an event where a relay team of 4 members each run a distance of 100 meters in a single designated lane. During each leg run, the athlete has to carry a baton and hand it over to the next team member. Yes,
Yep,
that's
it's
this
going on
event
right now.
here.
In the corner.
Okay, so for the Crimson Tide, on the girls, we have involved in this, we have Zael Cannon, Isabella Pimenta, Victoria Macau, and Yelsi Garcia. And English out in front. And they are definitely headlining the pace right now. But that can all change.
But Everett's looking to take second right here.
And
wow,
and there's a
we're-
drop of the baton. That's
Yes, it's huge. Everett takes the lead.
Crimson Tide out in front.
They need to be perfect for the next 2 handoffs.
The pass of the baton is what makes this event. And there's a solid
Beautiful.
pass right there. Beautiful pass. So Crimson Tide out in front.
Oh, boy.
Oh, we got some
she's
speed.
Yeah, she does.
We have some speed coming up
Oh,
from
she's slowing
the
down.
Bulldogs.
Oh, come on. Keep going.
This
You got
is
it.
getting close.
Woo.
It's getting close. She's going to have to hang on.
Bailey hangs on.
And Bailey hangs on, but not without an outstanding effort from the Bulldogs. And that is the athlete we saw completely dust the field in the 100 meters.
Oh, okay.
And wow, was the effort there for the Bulldogs to make up. And that was with the dropped baton. So you could see the talent from the Bulldog side, but nice job from the Crimson Tide. They were efficient. They stayed within range to strike. And then with the clean passing of the baton, that was able to catapult them into first.
Excellent job. Everett taking advantage of that slip up and
That was exciting. That was great. Yeah, I'm all about the relays. I love them because that is total team. I mean,
it's team
you
effort.
have to.
you have to be on the same page.
You do. Because if you notice too, it's the next runner starts to get going in a slight pace because you don't want to take the baton standing still either. You want to have like a running start. Not an easy thing to do. But then you don't want to have the baton out there. You want to make it fluid within your running motion so you're not losing speed sticking out your flipper for too long, right? Just like they teach you when you're running under a football pass, you want to extend the hands last second so you don't take off your stride. Easier said than done.
Yeah.
But that was really nice job. So you can see Coach Simia and his team, what an outstanding job they did there in the relay baton. But you are seeing some of the speed on display from all the teams involved. Oh, good bid right there.
Looked like his ankle got the best of him there.
And that, we are in our high jump.
Oh, wow. Look at this javelin throw.
Oh, wow. Where did that come from? Outer space?
You just toss that thing 50 yards?
And
Yeah,
on the
10 yards,
jump,
40,
on the
good.
high jump, we just saw bib number 827. That's Donald Michelle, and this is Jalen Jones. Oh! Jones just barely grazes the bar, and that's all it takes. It doesn't take much to knock that off. Good effort by Jalen, wearing bib number 815. Jalen Jones, again, member of the football team. He's got some serious wheels. You give him the jet sweep and you get out of the way, he could take it the distance at any carry. But nice job on the high jump by Jalen and Donald. And they'll have some more attempts, so we'll keep you posted. But we're back to track action, as it looks like the boys will now have their turn at the 4 by 100 meter relays. For the Crimson Tide, bib number 1226 is Jaden Williams. Bib number 830 is Kang Nguyen. Bib number 818, Reklov Lagroy.
And Roth.
And 814 is Jeremiah Gene Lewis. And here we go. Get
Flying.
your popcorn ready, because they are flying about. Here's our first turn. And the pass has been made. Somerville's out in front, but don't tell that to the Crimson Tide, as they are close behind. Oh, this one has the makings of coming down to the wire. The wind is even picking up, swirling. Solid pickup. Here's the pass. Highland is out front. Oh no, we got a pulled hammy. Oh man, oh man.
Oh.
You could see it.
Yeah,
The Crimson Tide
hurts.
pulled up. That really hurts. That's too bad. And they were in first place, and I tell you what, heart of a lion just to get it over. But that's going to set the Crimson Tide back. It's the classical Rams are going to take it with the Highlanders in second and the Bulldogs in third. And we hope our athlete is okay. And what an effort. And again, outstanding will just to make the pass. But you could see as soon as they were taking first place, It looked like the hamstring, and I'm just assuming the hamstring.
It looked like
but you
it,
could
the
see
way
the
he was
back of
bouncing.
the leg
Yep.
was grabbed. It changed the stride. He's being helped off the field by, looks like, a couple officials. And that looks like bib number, that's 818. That's Reklov Lagroy. And again, Reklov gets the absolute Gold Heart Award for finishing up his portion of that race.
Absolutely.
But he pulled his hammy quickly early, and he had just taken first. He had just sped past.
I saw that, yeah.
He totally had a great stride. Reklov had the Crimson Tide in position to take first place. There's nothing you can be upset with. In fact, again, you should be proud of yourself, young man, for the way you finished. Not easy to do. And he still got his baton passed. And now you see the shot pit now taking place, and our camera crew is on it. That's over by the scoreboard. So we didn't see the shot put because it's kind of like off the beaten path from the rest of the events taking place. There's a look at Shane McKenzie as he's picking up his shot put.
Yeah, I didn't write that down on my little map I made.
Shane, the nephew of Craig McKenzie, who we played with.
Yep.
Craig, an absolute animal
Yes, he
on
was.
the football field. Great person off the football field.
Absolutely.
Although, do not take away his food when he's trying to eat it.
No.
All right?
No,
That guy will
he'll
bite your hand off.
Mm-hmm.
And his brother, Glenn. Great kid. Played Pop Warner with Glenn. The whole McKenzie family, I mean.
Great,
You know,
great little
starts with
tight-knit family.
Wayne, the father.
Yep.
I mean, the mother, Mrs. McKenzie. I mean, great family.
Came up from Louisiana.
That's right.
Back in the day.
Yeah. And they've become Everett royalty ever since.
Yep.
The bloodlines are deep. Thank you, Louisiana, for the McKenzies, because that's a terrific family. So again, we hope Reklov's okay. I really feel for him. That hurts. That's tough. Reklov is a senior, and again, he's been a 4-year member of the Crimson Tide track, an outstanding member of this Tide roster, and you just hate to see that. But those things unfortunately do happen. It showed itself at the most inopportune time. And again, we just hope he's okay. But a tremendous tip of the hat as he gutted his way to finish his portion before he passed the baton. And, no one would have blamed him had he stopped.
No.
But he didn't. And I really feel like much needs to be paid attention to that. So you could see his teammates checking on him.
Yeah, hamstring pulls are no joke.
No joke. I mean, I've pulled mine many a times just trying
It's
to
not
leg
fun.
out ground balls in old men's softball, and yeah, they're terrible. I remember years ago, Patrick Pass, he was a running back for the Patriots.
Yep.
He pulled his hamstring on a play and immediately dropped the football, and it was a fumble. And a lot of people were really ripping him for the move, and how could he just give up the ball like that?
You don't know the pain value
do not
of that.
know.
No, you don't.
And what happens is it's not even about him being tough. It's a natural reaction to drop what you're doing to grab your leg when something like that blows. So I remember playing flag football, and that happened to me. And I did the same exact thing. And I remember telling my father after that I did what Patrick Pass did. My dad immediately ripped me for it. He's like, how could you give it up? I said, give it up. I said, you don't understand, pal. Maybe you just had hamstrings that would just never pull, but trust me.
No, that's not
you
fun.
Can't, it's so that's not a measure of toughness if you go to grab it. It's just a natural instinct. But Reklov really, he gutted it out. And look at that. You see everyone checking on him. It's too bad. All right,
He needs a pull-up bath. That's what he needs.
Yes, he does. That'll get you recovered. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do next. So I'd have to go. I don't know how many. What do you think? 5 to 6 bags would fill. Obviously, not.
Yeah,
I'd have to mix it with cold water. I'm not going to be able to get
just
the whole
cold water and like
in
4 or
my
5
tub.
bags of ice.
Yeah.
No biggie.
But I am ready to go to the
Nothing too
gas
crazy.
station and do that because that's next. I mean, I'm ready for that. Just to feel it. Now I don't know if I'm ready to try that in the heart of the winter, but I'll do that now. But yeah, wintertime cold showers, different feel. And we hope if you listen to this broadcast, again, we're trying to just grant you some knowledge of the wonderful things that can happen from those cold showers. So listen to your trainers when they tell you to get in the cold bath, because it definitely helps. Especially as you get older.
Oh, yeah.
You need all the recovery you can if you're working out consistently.
And if you're on your feet.
That's right.
Even just working, just being on your feet for 8 to 12 hours a day.
So next up, looks like this must be the high hurdles. Okay, yeah, we got the high hurdles are taking place. And we have Nicole Brandau and Josica Emanuel representing the Crimson Tide. Nicole wearing 355 and Josica wearing 363. Beautiful sunshine here.
Temperature dropped a little bit.
It did. It did. Let's check it out. I'll give you an exact reading here.
78.
Yeah, I got 78. Feels like 76 with the wind. Not that 2 degrees is really
No.
cool, but and the wind seems to have picked up. We should be looking at a beautiful sky shortly. Sun will set at 7:59, but as you know.
Oh, after tomorrow, 8 p.m. sunsets.
Oh yeah,
Love it.
Let's dial it in.
I love this time of year.
I just had my lawn done over, so I have grass seed. And I didn't go for the sprinkler system. I have to do it myself. I do a couple of the oscillating heads. Otherwise, I got to do some areas that, via hand, right?
Yep.
And that helps me out, too, because obviously, if I get out of work a little late, the sun is down and you're doing it, the bugs start coming out. And I can handle some bug bites, but when they start dive bombing your eyes, that's no fun. And there's something where they just love to fly in your eyes. Apparently, that's like a daisy to them.
Quick cutting the long story. I was over my buddy
ahead.
Chris's house.
What do we got?
And nope, nothing bad.
Ride along or push mall?
This lady was pushing at 8 p.m. at night. This is early. I want to say early to somewhere around March.
Really?
And, yeah.
So that's dark.
She's mowing the grass in the dog. I'm
Just
like,
love
all right,
bugs?
lady, do you? I don't know. Well, going off. Here we go.
Hey, here we go. And this is again. So we have the high hurdles. Between, looks like we got, again, this is Somerville and Everett.
Yep, 2 Everett girls are in head, and it looks like they're going to take it. To stay on the feet.
Josica Emanuel takes first place.
Nice.
And actually, it looks like a Highlander was in second. I had Nicole Brandau also penciled in on that event, but Nicole may be at another, she may be preparing for another event. I don't see Nicole. There was Josica, and she did take first place there. Josica wearing bib number 363. You can see her. That's 633 for Somerville. That's who got second place, but Josica had first.
Gotcha.
Nice job by Emmanuel.
I thought that she was from Everett. I'm like, oh, 2 Everett girls taking it.
They literally have the same shade of red.
Yeah, but I would have changed my tone of voice and been more into it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
shit, I got it.
But Somerville, if you notice, they have like it looks like a blue stripe that kind of goes down the hip side.
Gotcha.
So that's where, but otherwise it's the same shade of red. Whereas English obviously has maroon, and again English is paired up with classical, so we're kind of seeing maroon versus that. What's it? That dark green or that forest green, if you will. It's funny. The officials they're not classical coaches. The officials literally have the same colors as classical. It's just the Mass Track and Field officials uniform. I remember noticing that when we did the Malden game last year. And the officials look like they have like a classical outfit. Looked like Lynn English took the high hurdles there. You can see Rekov is walking off to the side there. He can barely walk. He's taking a seat in your bottom left of your frame. And
yeah, he's young. He can recover pretty fast.
yeah, absolutely.
I think it's like a week or 2 thing. If you really legit pulled it.
Yeah, no, a mild pull, week or 2.
It's not a bad toss.
But again, all it takes is a mild pull. It's going to stop you in your tracks right at that moment. I was doing lunges the other day, and I had like a mild tweak in the top of the quad.
Ooh, yeah, you don't want that a rep.
No.
That's a Triple H injury.
That's real bad.
Yeah.
So it was
You wanna
mild,
rip your quads.
thankfully. I gave it 10 days rest, and then I just lightened my load on the weight for the next time I did it, and then just cut the reps, and it actually hasn't bothered me since.
Good.
But, that was a feeling I did not like.
No,
it stopped me
you
dead
don't
in my
want that.
tracks. I thought something bad really happened. I did not like that. That was like right at the top. You got to be careful.
Yeah, but I'm sure you were being careful. It's just your
I
body,
was.
like, yeah, no.
You know what it was?
Your body's just like, no, not today.
I wasn't doing any extra heavy weight. I was on an extra set. I was like, you know what? I'm going for 5 sets today. I'm just gonna keep grinding.
Nice.
Bite the teeth.
Yep.
And I was near the end, and all of a sudden I was deep in the pocket, and I just felt it go, and I'm like, oh, come on. So sometimes you got to do what your body tells you to do, but you're
sometimes the mind just doesn't want to listen.
You want to push it. You know, it's tough because sometimes your body lets you down. Your mind's like, no, I got this. We're gonna push it today. But sometimes your body's like, no, we don't.
It's like a used car. Nope. Nope, not doing that.
But thankfully it was mild. I looked it up. I typed in it. I didn't know what happened. I'm like, I've never felt anything. I typed it in the Google, and as soon as I typed it, it was like, yeah, no, it was like, this is from lunges, like hip strain during lunges. It was like the first thing that popped up was like, yeah, that's the top of your quad muscle, and that's a very common injury.
Oh, okay.
Most of the time it's mild. Just take 10 days off of doing that exercise, and it did. It healed up, and it didn't affect me during squats because that's not really used in squats. So the next week I did legs. I just skipped lunges. And then I came back to it just after 1 week, and it was fine.
What are you squatting these days?
So I'm one of these guys. Again, I'm not too much into heavy. I'm more rep based.
225.
Correct. 225 is as high as I go. I'll do that for 5, but then I immediately will drop to 185 and then do that for 25.
Okay.
And that hurts like anything. It feels like an uphill sprint. And then after that, I'll drop down to 1 plate and do negatives. So go into the squat, hold it for 3 seconds, and then come up for 10 reps, and then I'll do that 3 to 4 sets, and then before you know, and then here's the kicker though: when I'm completely done, no weight, free squats.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Do 100.
Oh boy.
And that really hurts. That actually hurts the most, and my legs break down every single time. I've added a lot more to it,
and they're breaking off right now.
So yeah, you gotta. I'm not really interested in throwing 3 plates on my back anymore, and I get a lot more out of doing the high reps. So here we go. This is the high hurdles, and in this event we got Donald Michelle, Elijah Lassiter, and Owen Boville. And once again, the Highlanders are out in front, and to this point in time, it looks like it's been the Highlanders' day.
Yes, it has
They
been.
have certainly made good on their undefeated record. The Crimson Tide have been battling them, but the blue jerseys have more often than not been out in front. But yeah, it's all about the reps. One thing I learned, your body doesn't know how much weight it's doing. It just wants to know exertion and exhaustion. And as you get older, like you and I, you really, the big heavy weight can kind of counteract your joints. And at the end of the day, you want to be able to work out. So
yeah, I'm not about that
I
wheelchair
really
life.
don't go north of 2 plates, and I just do that for 5. And then I go immediately, the second set, I bite off 25, and that one hurts. And then I go back to 10 on the negatives. Monday, every Monday. Start the week off. Get it out of the way. Leg days hurt the most, but you can't skip them.
No skip leg day, kids. Never.
When I had a shoulder injury 2 years ago, I injured my shoulder. I had to stop doing upper body for about 5 weeks. I just did legs, and honest to God, just doing legs still kept everything afloat up top because the femoral artery opens up the most, and it's amazing. Like obviously, you have to eventually get back to doing upper body, but it'll you could just do legs and it would completely fill out full body, and between that and deadlifts. So
nice.
Mike Ruth always taught me the power of the deadlift.
Power of the
Number
deadlift.
one exercise.
I miss deadlift.
Technically a back exercise, but your legs are involved.
Yes, they are.
So that's why I'll do that on Thursdays, just to give the legs a little recovery, and then I'll do back on Thursday.
Awesome.
Yeah, anytime you want to get after it, man.
I'm down.
I'm always
I'll
looking
text
for.
you.
I usually
I'm
work
gonna
out
do like the
between-
lightweights.
Dude, lightweights out.
What we got?
Okay, so again, we're doing now classical versus English.
Gotcha.
In the high hurdles. And English out in front.
See if he doesn't trip up. Looks like
is
he's spot on.
So far clean.
Oh,
And
you
will
crushed
finish
it.
that
He
way.
crushed it.
Crushed it, along with winning by a large margin. So nice job by the Bulldogs.
What's going on by the shot put? And it's quiet. That's something going on over there.
And that's Coach St. Justy's specialty. As you see, St. Justy handles all the discus and javelin and shot put, because that brute man was a star at his own right in those events.
Excellent.
And he imparts his wisdom on the kids and pushes them to great lengths. So you'll see Coach St. Justy, the assistant coach of this track and field unit, headlining that. And it looks like he's having a conversation with Coach Simia over by the fence on the opposite side of the field. I'm looking with my eyes. Our camera has some action, just kind of showing you what's going on over at the triple and long jumps. There's no one over in those pits right now. And looks like we almost have a little bit of a break in the action. But yeah, you want to join me anytime. Usually 3:30. I try to get in that fitness center by 3:30. There's a shot at Reklov, the senior.
Just ice
So
the
it looks
hamstring.
like that's the left hamstring. And again, our hearts out to Reklov. Oh, and here we go. We are on the javelin.
Ooh, nice.
That was a pretty solid throw right there. pretty
That was
solid.
about 32 yard
Yeah.
throw right there. 32 yards, not bad,
And
not bad.
that was, looks like that was Jason Stark.
Ooh, there we go. The long jump right there. That's
Okay.
310.
Yep.
Excuse me, is that 330?
Yeah,
330. Yep, 330.
What was it 8? No, 8:30. That's Kang Nguyen.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. So Kang Nguyen.
Triple jump. I think we have the girls' relay race. No? Are they holding anything? Nope. I don't know what these ladies are running.
That's Selma. My girl Selma. So Selma would be participating in. This is the 400 meters.
Gotcha.
Selma Muarquillo. Like I said, if you're unsure of who is participating in the event, there's a good chance Selma's running it. She seems to do most of the events here. Showing off
She's
her
that athlete,
versatility.
huh?
Yeah, she's amazing.
Nice.
And she's been doing that for as long as I've been covering track.
Good.
She's been steady at this since her freshman year. I always ask for her forgiveness because I know I don't pronounce her last name very well, but she's such a good kid. She's always gracious and just having the coverage. So Selma does a great job, and she's finishing strong right there. And again, that's a grueling event, and not to mention how many events Selma does. So she puts that on her plate to take on the 400 meters, and that is just a really long sprint for the folks at home. The 400 meters is absolutely no joke. The 400-meter race is exactly one lap of a standard outdoor running track. They start in staggered positions, and the athletes run the entire race in a designated lane. So, yeah.
And you saw one of the ladies do a triple jump?
Yep.
There she is. That is... I'm trying to get a number. Oh, we got another race taking off right now. Looks like the 400.
Yep, that's the 400 between the Rams and the Bulldogs.
All right. She's in a dominating lead right now, number 74 for the Rams.
Wow, she's got a great pace. She is flying right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's like, I mean, she was like picking up speed.
Let's see how much distance she could separate herself from the other ladies in this race as she comes around the corner. Yeah, she has a good about 35 yard. Yeah, she's good. As you can see on the TV.
Wow.
She went the
Amazing.
distance and just outran everybody.
Did not look back.
Nope.
Very impressive.
Got some action on the... No, but
Oh, we got the
This was-
javelin throw right over here too on
Oh.
your monitor, and it looks like that was. I'm going to my second page here. It's like Jonathan goes.
and the girls are over there throwing the discs. Decent toss. It's that young lady over there. There you see the girls resting after that nice little 400-meter run. And we have the boys coming. 796 for Everett. For the 400-meter, this will be exciting. Fire. Fire the gun. He's not even getting in a stance. Some little kid. Just standing. And they're off. 796 and Everett. It's just, wow. And we took second place, I believe. Or is that Somerville? I can't tell.
796 for Everett.
Yep.
That is Kayshawn
Yep, 2 Everett kids.
Everlard.
And 828.
And 828 would be Flugie Moist. That's my guy, Flugie. Flugie's one of my favorites. I love the Fluge. He's a Parlin School Panther.
Ooh, nice.
I had Flugie on a PSA back in the day when he was in middle school. He did a tremendous job acting in that. And just what a wonderful human being Flugie is. Very popular. Great, great dude. And an awesome, awesome athlete. So you see Flugie getting after it right now. As Fluge is in second, right behind Kayshawn. And how about the Crimson Tide taking it here? Everlard and Moise, 1 and 2. Oh, excellent.
We just got a stat sheet from the coaches. I don't know what that means.
Okay. So looks like we have here. I'm going to try to break this down myself. So Jeremiah Ellie leading the way for Somerville. And that was in the high jump, so it looks like this is the high jump. I'm just trying to read this, understand it.
Okay, high jump. We got that.
So the high jump. I can see the players. So you have, looks like the girls are up top here. Savina. You got Alex Schutz, Manal Zahid, Cindy Lux, and Danny DeRoche.
Ooh, nice javelin throw. See the classic Rams doing their 400.
Looks
run.
like DeRoche had, if I'm reading this right, that must be the distance. So DeRoche, although there's those X's, I don't know if that. Maybe Cindy Lux had the deepest one with the check.
Sure.
DeRoche, although DeRoche had, I mean, in the 4.6 range, and then it looks like for Everett, and this is the high jump here. You can see Jalen Jones and Donald Michelle. Okay, so yeah, that's the high jump.
Send a pitch to my buddy who played track.
Okay.
So hopefully he get his.
No, it's not. It's to the to where we just got this from. It's not their writing. Their writing is perfect. I can read it. We're just trying to understand. There's some X's and check marks. So bear with us. We're a little Bird and I.
Yeah, this ain't our A+ list of sports we do. So
we are very into it. We think it's pretty awesome,
Yeah.
and we are eager to learn more.
Absolutely.
And we're happy to bring you the coverage. But
That's
please,
it.
as our audience, just bear with us. We're new to the game. We're new to the game.
Yes, we are.
And again, there's always we can learn.
And we'll just keep getting better and
keep
better.
getting better. But we're happy to bring you the action on behalf of our team. And again, Coach Simia does a great job of setting us up to win with all the notes that he gives. He takes the time out of his busy day and gives us all of the know-how to prepare us and at least make us sound like we know what we're talking about. Our eyes don't deceive us. We can tell who wins a race and who does what in the jumps. But when we see this stuff on paper, sometimes it takes a little bit of us to comprehend it. But what I do know is that Somerville has put on a show here today.
Yes, they have.
And the Crimson Tide have as well, and both Lynn's have. So, I mean, very impressed. Not surprised, the Greater Boston League, a lot of athletes, and you're seeing it on full display here from Manning Field. So very happy to be here. Beautiful 78-degree weather. We started with 80. A little windy out, but certainly not going to complain. We are in a press box enjoying the action from high above. And like I said, we should see some pretty skies shortly. The sunset is at 7:59, but it doesn't exactly take that long to see the colored strokes start to paint the sky beautifully. And again, that's when I get all artsy.
That was beautifully said, by the way.
Thank you.
It really was.
I'm an art kind of guy. You know, I love my art. That's why I love uniforms, man. That's why I'm all in the USFL. Philadelphia Stars, baby. Okay, so here we go. We have, I'm guessing this is, so we're back to the girls, and this might be the 800 meters.
Gotcha.
Which is pretty long. Yeah, it is, because we just saw the 400 meters.
361 for Everett. I'm trying to see who else for Everett for numbers.
That would be
Number
351. Yeah, I have Milena Antonio, 351. Then I have Casey Martinez, 378. And Sonia Flores, 358. Those
Yep,
are my
she's right back
three
there.
Everett Crimson Tide ladies that are participating in this. And this, again, is the 800 meters. In the 800 meters, athletes start at the finish line and they run 2 laps around the track. So they are now about a half lap into their first lap. So 2 laps around the track, so it's a half mile then. Still, that's a far distance.
Yes, it is.
And as you can see, you got to have a nice pace to your game and make sure you do not empty the fuel tank too early so you can finish strong. Right now, the Crimson Tide looking solid out in front. Hopefully it's there to stay, as the Crimson Tide are in 1st and 4th place right now. The 2 Highlanders are shortly close behind at 2nd and 3rd.
There's a nice shot right there. The Everett Crimson Tide kids taking that turn.
And coming around the turn, Crimson Tide still out in front. Oh, just passed by the Highlanders. Good job, digging deep. The Highlanders now setting the pace.
Summer's beaming right in our faces.
Yeah, so even the monitor is tough to see. Our camera crew's doing a great job.
Hell of a job.
Again, nice job, Jeff Natio, as he pushes some of the important buttons. Crowd's really getting into it. A lot of the members on the field are as well.
And there's the last lap. As you see them finishing
right.
the cross line. Cross line.
So the Highlanders really making quick work there.
Looks like they're done at the shot put area. That looks like it's done. Discus, looks like it's still active over there a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Bless you. It's algae season, folks. Take your Allegra.
It's like you catch the sunlight and like the sun will make you sneeze.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was one of those.
Maybe stare at the sun. It's right there. I can't catch it.
Can't help it. I always stare at the sun. Helps my eyesight.
Especially during eclipse.
Sure, why not? I tried that. I was like, you know what? I'll do it.
I heard one of the coaches or officials say, "Hey, Everett kids." So something's going on. Nothing bad. Just saying. Let's get the crowd over there. Let's get this event moving.
Okay, yeah. Looking to get the next event going. Okay, looks like at the top of our screen, if you look to the top left of the field,
Yep.
we have, it looks like now it's the boys' turn in the 800 meters.
All right.
And participants in this event include Matt Telson, 12:22. Curvins Joseph, 8:16. And Sanjamir Oscar, 8:31. Those are the 3 members of our Crimson Tide participating in the 800 meters. Again, that's 2 laps around starting from the finish line. And they will stay in staggered lanes. There's a good look at the action. And you can see Matt, second to the left, Matt Telson. And then the 5th one in the middle rather, that would be Sanjamir Oscar.
This is a big race right here for the Everett team to try to get back into this.
Yeah, they need
track
this.
meet.
They need this. You know, whatever you got to do, maybe a little jersey tug, whatever it is, find a way. All right. All right. You got to do it at the right time. I mean, if you're far enough away from the officials, I'm sure they can't see that. Little.
Like the knee grab the other night.
Oh yeah. George Niang with the knee grab. Oh. You know, I couldn't believe that. Like, even when they went to review that they still gave the technical to Jalen Brown.
I mean, he was just trash talking or saying whatever, but still, come on, you don't give
said,
a technical for that.
It was unnecessary taunting. I actually think it was necessary.
Oh, it was very necessary.
Hey, get off me.
There was no need for him to grab Tatum like that.
He's lucky he didn't go all Izzy Alcantara on him and kick him in the chest.
Oh, man. Like
you remember that.
Sixes and Celtics back in the 80s.
Oh,
just
man.
throwing forearms and fists.
Everyone said Dr. J was like the nicest guy, so for him to punch Bird, you know Bird had to get under his skin.
Oh, yeah. He was one of the best trash talkers in the league.
That's right. What a great rivalry, though.
Philly
the
and
Sixers,
Boston? Yeah.
Philly-Boston is a great rivalry.
It is.
They've met the most times in the NBA, and it is a terrific rivalry. And in my opinion, I think, well, we'll find out with the Heat. I don't want to disrespect the Heat or jinx anything, but I felt like those were the 2 best teams
coming around
no,
too.
It is. Well, think about it. They're now meeting in their 3rd Eastern Conference Finals in the last 4 years, and then they met a few times back with LeBron in the Heat. So you're seeing a trend here, and what's more is that this is a rematch of the 2020, the bubble conference finals. Denver played the Lakers, which starts tonight, and then of course Miami and Boston. Nice job right there.
Oh, he looks like he's taking it around
Crimson
the corner.
Tide, neck and neck with Somerville as they make the final turn.
He has the outside lane.
As they approach, now they approach the final turn. This one's
the Jets
close.
are being turned on right now.
Oh, they are being turned on.
This
one's good. Here we go. Here's a look at it. Matt Telson making a push. This is Telson. But it's the Highlanders as they pull away. As the gap widens. And once again, the Somerville Highlanders continue to flex, but not before an outstanding effort by Matt Telson and the Crimson Tide battling it out. That was a nice show they just both put on. That was pretty cool.
It was. Just ran out of juice there at the end.
Well, he gave it everything. Matt's terrific, too. I remember seeing Telson tear it up last year in Malden at the meet that we covered.
They see the other athletes finishing and crossing the line. We got the girls over here doing something.
Okay, so yeah, that looks like we're seeing the girls get prepared for looks like the 200 meters.
A lot of downtime between these things, which I don't mind. Gives us a break.
That's great.
And focus on what we need to focus on in this meet.
Absolutely.
Which is, we don't know. But we're ready for it.
Hey. For a couple guys that don't know much,
we're doing all right.
We're doing all right. Hey, we got a lot of birds. Speaking of your...
Are those hawks or seagulls?
I mean, that would be bizarre if they were hawks, but, you know,
I think they're seagulls.
Never know. But they just...
They're like the distant... Pigeons and seagulls are like the distant cousins we don't talk about.
Yeah.
I did see. Oh, so what's the name of that street in Lynn? Walnut Street.
Yes.
You know where the lake is?
Yep.
I'm driving the other week. I see a massive wingspan. There's a bald eagle. So there's a bald eagle nest in that area. Dude, it was huge. I was trying to get my phone, take a picture of it. It was
wild
beautiful.
that we're seeing them more
Them
and
and
more
hawks.
now
Yeah.
than ever. Them and hawks have been showing up, and what beautiful!
love it.
Oh my God, they
I
are
love
the
it.
coolest of the animals
They're
to
massive,
see.
too.
Their wingspans are just ridiculous.
And I just found out the fastest animal in the animal kingdom is a falcon. It does 240 miles an hour for just like a straight
240?
nose. 240? Google it. I couldn't believe
God.
it. I forget the name of the actual falcons, like 2 or 3 different types of falcons.
I want one of those.
Yeah. But I saw on Instagram there was a falcon drive-by. A guy had a falcon on his hand. He's like, go get that little bird. He
I
just
love it.
snagged it.
I love it.
I'll send it to you. I gotta find it
I
though.
am in on that.
So you're into that wild nature stuff?
Oh yeah,
Dude,
absolutely.
And they're off.
And this looks like we have, again, 200 meters on my sheet here. I love it. And with this, we have Yelsa Garcia and Victoria Macau. And they are moving. The 200 meters is no easy
Hot start.
jaunt. And the Highlanders continuing to crush. Yeah, I'm into the wildlife.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Why not?
Then one episode I saw, and I forget which, it was on Discovery. There's like side mountain goats. You know the goats just chill on the side of a mountain,
Yeah,
like the
it's
cleft. I'm like,
unbelievable.
what are you doing? Dude, this eagle came over, grabbed it, and just dropped it like God knows how many feet, and just had lunch after. I was like, wow, that was an easy
goats.
kill for you.
Yeah. No fear though. I mean, they'll
Zero.
just lounge there. But then it's not to say that they're prone. That they still will not survive the fall if it happens, and the Eagles can send them to a quick fall when necessary. They must mash it up nice, huh? Jeez.
Oh yeah, it was funny. Not funny, but you know, it's just like, it was funny because it's like
Hey,
that's it. That's how they do.
nature.
Just
It's
the
nature,
eagle.
man. Don't worry.
In English,
I'm Team Eagle.
in classical, take it off.
Yeah, we got classical and English. Speaking of rams, I guess a ram was like a goat, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's part of the goat family.
I'd say so. They look close.
Distant cousins.
Wow, look at the push
look
by
at
the
this.
Rams. Bulldogs out in front, but don't tell that to classical.
Oh, let's go
Wait
come
a
from
minute.
behind.
Split
Oh,
the difference.
Oh. Get it, get it. Oh, she got it.
Wow.
She got it?
I'd say so. From my view up here,
Yeah.
LC had that. The Rams had that. And it was
Good job.
the Bulldogs who were out in front, but wow.
She wanted it. You could tell just
The,
by
the
the stride
turbo
she
button
wanted
was
it.
hit.
See, now that's strange. Now they all disappeared. Where'd they go?
I mean, it was, and they weren't there before either.
No. So there must be a dead carcass or something.
I'd say so. I think near the end of our events here.
Yeah, because he did say around like 6:30 the GVs are gonna go.
Right, and I know that like the long jump, triple jump, that all happened already. The
Yep.
shot put, discus, the javelin. So, I mean, it ends. The last thing I see is the 4x400 meter. So we got. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess that would tell you too. Yeah. 4x400 meter will be coming up next in
And-
both the boys and girls. Again, this is another 200 meter. And this looks like we have
Somerville. Is she an Everett girl? Yeah, she is.
yeah, that's another girl.
She's hanging on by a thread.
Oh yeah, she
About
is.
a pace behind her.
Oh, she's got this. Right there. Oh no! Don't give it up! It's getting real close. Wow! You're gonna have to go to the Polaroid for that one.
Yeah, you are.
Wow! That was right there.
That was a photo finish.
We're gonna have the judges mic'd.
Oh, imagine.
That'd be awesome. Jeff, where's the laugh for the judges? Somewhere Jeff Natio is shaking his head,
Yep.
cursing the heavens.
And laughing at us.
I hope so. I don't want to get that guy mad.
There's a nice lady with a nice sun hat.
Yep. I like those. Those are cool.
Nice beach hat.
Very South Carolina-esque.
Oh, yeah,
I could do
I would
that.
say Carolina's Georgia.
I was behind a pickup truck with the South Carolina plate right on my way here.
Nice.
So that looks like a cool state. I'd probably go North Carolina first if I could. Although, actually, no. Charleston's in South Carolina. What am I saying?
You South Carolina
Yeah,
first.
I don't know. You know.
It's all right.
I'll get it right one of these times.
Bill Murray's down there a lot. You run into him.
Oh, looks like a great place. That's where Jody Lava moved to. I don't know if you know Jody Lava, Miss Lava.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Good for him.
her.
Oh.
Jody. Yeah.
Oh, I think said. My bad. I think you said Joey.
Yeah, I mean they could have. All right, here we go. We got the. I don't even know what's happening right now.
Yeah.
I think they're getting ready for the 4x400 meters.
Yeah, it looks like it's just about done because all the kids are just lounging over there, just chit-chatting away.
Although, did that already happen as well? I think that may have already happened.
And the boys are about to take off
I
right
saw Kayshawn and Fuji in that one, so that happened as well.
Yeah, this is just all right. 1, 2. You gotta get one Everett kid.
Oh, here we go.
Two Everett kids. We got 2 English Bulldogs, 2 Lynn Classical, and 2 Somerville kids.
So that's starting off over here.
Yep. Fire! I'm off with the gun shooting.
This is wild. I don't. This one's different. Trying to figure out how this
It
works.
must be the 200 meter.
Yeah, something to it, because I feel like that. I think you're right. I think
It's one of the meters. It's one of the meters.
I feel like we did the 400.
Oh, you got the inside track. You gotta take advantage of that, my man.
Yeah, that's Jalen Jones is out in front.
This kid right here in seconds, he could run. Do not take him lightly.
And there's Jaden Williams. Okay, so this is the 200 meters. You are correct. And Reklov could not
He's
run
catching
it
him
with
up.
his hamstring.
Oh, he's catching up.
Jalen Jones is in first place. This is getting real close. Oh man. Who had it?
I think the Somerville.
That was so close. Jalen Jones was in first.
Somerville kid might have pulled it off by an inch. Legit millimeters.
Jeez.
We need one of those standalone cameras right there.
Yes.
Just leave it there.
Yep.
Put it on a nice little
Oh,
pole.
yeah.
And just
Next time.
next time.
Yeah, we will.
Take a note of that, staff.
Yeah, we gotta get that. Oh, that was a great race.
Yes, it was.
Jalen Jones.
Who is that kid from Somerville? Because he's been a headache
Wow,
for this
I know,
track
really.
and field team for the Crimson Tide
Yeah.
all day.
He had the burners going right there. And then Jaden Williams came around the turn nice too, but it was between Jones and the Somerville athlete. And wow, the Highlanders once again, I'd say, I'm thinking they took it by like very, very close margins. And here we go again with the next heat, which is going to see members of Lynn Classical versus Lynn English.
Yep, this is strictly Lynn. The battle for Lynn. The Bulldogs and the Rams.
Battle for the St. Jean Credit Union.
Fire.
Bacon. Here we
Jeez.
go.
Putting tons of kids.
The Rams out in front, but I can already see this. Well, actually, hold on a second.
No, he's gonna take it.
All right, he's moving.
He just turned it on in second gear.
Well, there is a little bit of makeup coming up from the Bulldogs. Looking for second place. Oh, wow. Second place was a photo finish.
Yeah, it was. But I believe the person in the 4 lane got that second place finish.
Yep. Good race. Good speed.
Look at that, dapping it off.
Why not?
Everyone's a good sportsman.
All winners here today.
Yes. Few L's here, but you learn from the L's.
Oh, absolutely.
It's always a learning experience.
Absolutely.
Here we go with the third heat. I don't see everybody from Everett. That's all right. Nice little pan shot of the whole crowd.
What's this? Another heat here? Okay, looks like
Yeah,
classical and...
Yeah, just the Bulldogs and Rams going at it again. I want to thank you all for tuning into Aegis Channel 15. We are live on the YouTube for this track meet. And I heard the gun go off, and they're off to the races again.
Oh, they're running. They are running. And some of us in this one, too.
Oh, he's hanging in there, too. He's in second.
What a lead, though, by Classical.
That kid is just got the afterburners
With
on.
the pink shoes, I like that. Yes, I do. And
Yeah, no one's catching
he
him.
can finish with the back pedal right now. I think he's got it.
You can do a cartwheel, too.
I would. Why not? Why stop there, right?
Do a backflip.
I mean, he had some wheels.
He did. He did. No one was catching him.
No.
He was a good, like, 10 to 20 yards ahead of everybody else. Get him to the States. Let him run with the elites.
Yeah. States are pretty cool. It's usually held at the, well, I don't know where they do it. I know, like, the indoor's always at the Reggie Lewis Center.
Oh, okay. I've been there a few times.
I'm not sure.
I met Bow Wow there once.
Lil
Way
Bow
back.
Wow?
Yeah.
Lil Bow Wow.
Yeah. Way back in the day.
Wow.
It was like 2008, 9.
What's he like? Is he like our age or whatever?
Yeah, I think he's like a few years younger than us. Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah, yeah. I heard he was like a pretty good basketball player.
Yeah, he was throwing. He was playing with the kids.
Yeah.
He did his thing. I wasn't
that.
too impressed, but I was like, okay, he gets the ball.
I'm sure nothing a bird moving screen couldn't settle him down.
You want to run in one of those?
Yeah. Move and pick and roll.
Here's the fourth heat. Somerville and the Rams of Lynn.
Yep.
Yeah, nobody's catching him.
No, he's got this. Oh yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
minute.
Hold on a second.
No.
We're trying to create some drama. It's for the audience at home. We ain't waiting. He's got it.
Looked like he was hobbling a little bit there.
Yeah.
Maybe this is his
Gotta make
running
sure you
form.
stretch out.
Oh, yeah. And that'll do it for the 200 meter, because I don't see anybody else over there. Right, meow. I think we're done. And I'm gonna guess that Somerville finally took down Everett.
Yeah, it seemed. I mean, just looking at it, they
Yeah,
had
what
more
we've
first
seen,
place
yeah.
finishes. They were, battle for sure, but
Somerville
no
prevailed.
Got to tip your hat. They were impressive. And I thought the Crimson Tide showed up. I mean, they brought it as well. They won't get a chance at redemption at the GBL meet. But really fine showing by the Highlanders today. And again, of course, everyone involved. Crimson Tide, the Rams, and the Bulldogs. Everyone showed up today and showed out. It's a way to put it together.
They see the Everett athletes have a nice convo, getting ready for the Celtics tonight.
Tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow they're playing
Yeah,
tonight?
yeah. Tonight is the game one of the Nuggets-Lakers series. Western Conference Final starts tonight on ESPN. TNT will be the home of the Eastern Conference Finals, which I love because TNT, I love the in-studio with Shaq, Barkley,
Oh, those guys
Kenny
are
the Jet
hilarious.
Smith, and EJ, Ernie Johnson.
Oh, yeah, they're hilarious.
That's, oh my God, the best.
Comical.
Listen, I love me some Stephen A on ESPN as well, but TNT, that's. I think they got an award for like the best sports production show. So pretty pumped about that.
This looks like the mile relay?
Yeah, this is
One of the relays.
Let's see here. We've got relays here, and
I'm not sure which relay we're having right now. not that. It's not
We
that.
might be into the JV portion. I'm not sure.
Yeah, from the JV portion, we'll call it quits and call it a day.
But I don't know for certain.
Should I yell down?
It looks like... I mean, it looks like we are settling down here. I don't see too many other events getting ready to begin.
No. Who could we text right now? So we're until like complete buffoons.
I'm going to text the coach.
Gotcha.
Okay, text has been sent.
As we wait patiently, we will follow these girls in the relay race.
Yeah, we'll give you the coverage while we have it. Why not?
The Highlanders are winning this so far. She has about a good 15-yard separation.
I mean, I'll stretch out. I'll try that 100 meters real quick. Want to see a hamstring blow out? I can do that.
What about your knee? Your knees too?
No, my knees are actually pretty good. The hamstring will absolutely blow. The right one will go every time. You know, it's funny. I can hit
How
the
about your
treadmill
hips?
pretty hard. No, the hips are okay.
Okay.
Ever since I had my my hernia surgery with the mesh put in,
Oh my gosh.
I'm like
okay.
a new dude.
Oh my
Because that kind of wraps into the hips.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I just got tingling feelings.
Oh, it's great. No, it's wonderful.
I'm getting the ouch feelings around
It's,
that area.
bring it on, baby.
God.
Bring it on. But the right hamstring. Now, it's funny. I can hit the treadmill pretty fast. I can, like, run around the city. But if I have the adrenaline of, like, legging out a ground ball or running under, like, multiple passes for a while, that hamstring goes, like, every time. It's usually mild. Usually just needs, like, a little break, and then I'm back.
I'm surprised the doctors haven't like discovered like a surgery where you get replaced the hamstring.
Because I know
I mean, we have
what
Tommy
happens.
John surgery.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, can you do anything for the hamstring?
I know what happens if you don't have like if you're not in a professional trainer's room. It's a scar tissue that like builds around the injury. So even when it heals with scar tissue, making it susceptible to pull again. And unfortunately, I don't have the
Can't clean it out.
yeah, I don't have the resources to have like all that good stuff done. So I have to do it the old-fashioned way and just
Deal with it.
yeah, deal with it and just try not to sprint like a maniac. But
She is trucking along.
yeah, oh yeah.
Almost at that finish line. And you relieve that sigh of relief. I'm done. I hear a cowbell. I don't know where it's coming from. We have another young lady about to finish. It's a nice angle right there. I like that angle. I mean, the school buses are pulling up right now.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty much over.
I think so too.
You want to end it? I want to hang on for a little bit.
I mean, let me see one more event kind of take place, but I think it is safe to say that we are in conclusion of at least the varsity portion here, and especially I don't even see any other. I don't see any other Everett athletes getting ready. I'm just trying to wait patiently. I did send that text, so I'll grant that a few minutes.
Just checking on the buses. They are running. All the buses are warmed up, ready to take these kids back to Somerville, Everett.
Yep.
And maybe some of the kids in Lynn walk home or take the bus back to school and walk home. I don't know.
Lynn is a big city, so
It's huge.
if you're not near the stadium, you could have a long walk ahead of you.
I didn't know Revere Beach was 3.5 miles.
Yeah,
You do
I know.
5K there.
I know. So,
I didn't know that.
So Revere in itself is bigger than Everett just from the beach alone.
It's crazy.
But I think Everett has a bigger population though.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
More dense population.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the densest. yeah.
Densest city in the world. Woo!
Like it. But yeah, Revere Beach is cool. I'm still down with it. They still got Bianchi's?
No, it's gone, dude.
What?
It's gone.
Oh man. I don't think I like Revere Beach anymore.
But they do.
Do they still have Kel's Cream?
Yes.
Okay,
The
so
Dole Whip.
if I'm,
Pineapple Dole Whip from Disney. They sell that there. There's a little fun fact you guys didn't
how
know
bad
about.
is it on the glycemic index? Is it not horrible?
No, it's not. It's not bad at all.
I can't crash that, baby. But I do
Kelly's
love the
roast
ice
beef's
cream.
there still.
Oh, yeah. Give me a hair down moment. I love it.
Actually, Bianchi's Pizza sold at Framos, I think. I think they have the same. I think they have those ovens over there
The
now.
best pizza. The
Oh, yeah.
sand. I call it the sandy crust. Not because it actually has sand, but you know what I mean. Like
No,
it's
I know
got
what
like
you mean.
that.
Yeah,
Like it's different because like the Greek style, like the kippo
Oh, yeah.
style is like, which I
Greasy.
like me a Greek pizza too, but like it's greasy.
Yeah.
There's something with the Bianchi's one. Oh my god.
That's right.
Yeah, it does, and it's like they give you that extra lot. Like the cheese to sauce ratio, they nail it, man. They nail it. All right, see what we got going on here. See, this is why we didn't pull up yet, because this looks like.
Who's number 828? He's
828.
definitely varsity.
Yeah, that's Fuji Moist. Yeah,
All right.
this is why I'm glad we didn't close it off
All
here.
right, good.
That's Fuji. Fuji's out in front. And he's got batons here, so.
Let's see how many times they. Yeah, I see more gentlemen waiting
Yep.
by the finish line over there. So this might be a 4-lapper.
This might be the 4x400 meter. So this could be Fuji Moist, Samuel Desir Mafuana, Matt Telson, and Keishon Everard.
Nice.
Oh, Fuji's doing great. Okay, yeah, that's what's going on. This is our last event.
Oh, perfect.
That's it.
Look at that.
4x400 meter relay.
We're good.
Finish with this. Fuji doing a great job on the first run of the baton. He's
Stop
going to
running,
pass
stop
it
running.
off.
What are you doing? I don't like
Nice
that.
job by Fluge. Nailed it. It's my guy. He's a senior. I told you.
I figured stop running in stride a little bit, but I guess they have a different techniques in the 4x4.
Okay, so let's see if we get a number on this one. 793. This is Samuel Desir Mafuana. And Mafuana has a nice, comfortable lead. This will be big for the Tide. And he's going to be passing it off to Matt Telson. Telson's got some serious burners. Okay, here we go. Desir Mafuana is widening the gap. What a race right now. The Crimson Tide looking to end on a very strong note.
Yes.
This would be a big one to get. I feel like you get more points on the relays.
But I think it's all said and done.
I would say it is,
Yeah,
just
for
from, again,
Somerville.
just from what the eyes have seen. Somerville has won most of the races here today.
Nice
But,
shot.
Again, good one to feel strong about getting this one. That's actually that's 7. That looks like 796.
Yep.
Okay, so that's Keishon Everard. So then Matt Telson's the anchor. Telson's going to be taking the anchor on this. So Everard now making his way around.
Stretching it out down there as he waits for his teammate to hand it off. Love the sunglasses. This is legit.
Yeah, those Oakleys.
Possibly.
Got a pair of Oaks on.
Are those the Oakleys or the Jose Canseco sunglasses?
Whoa.
Track glasses.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's the pass.
I would have started running a little bit, but
Yeah, taking it right on. And now this is Telson. And Telson with quite the lead.
yep.
About a half lap lead. 12:22. Matt Telson looking to get the Crimson Tide a big dub here on the 4x400 meter.
Has a very commanding lead. Oh yeah, no one's even close to him.
And he's still maintaining that about a quarter turn lead.
Yeah.
So he's at the final turn, right where Somerville's at the second to the last turn. So yeah, barring anything crazy, Matt Telson is going to win this for the Crimson Tide here at the 4x400 meter relay. You could see much to the applause of Coach Simia and the Crimson Tide. And that was their strongest effort here today. That was
it was.
impressive. And it all started off the bat with Fuji Moist. Fuji came out crushing.
He set the tone early.
Yeah, he did. Got a big lead, and then the rest was efficiency. They kept pace after that. Because again, we said this, you can have a big lead. You fumble that baton, that can set
yeah.
everything back.
We saw it earlier today.
Yeah.
and the girls took advantage of it and ran with it. Wait, that was the girls, right? The one that? Yeah, it was the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see the athletes?
And I don't
Dapping
think
it up.
on my girls varsity sheet, I don't have any Everett girls listed for the 4x400 meter.
Oh. Put a graph underneath the names.
Okay,
Yeah.
and Coach Simia did text me back, so he said, yeah, varsity has the boys 4x4, but sadly the boys did lose the meet.
Okay. So Somerville stays undefeated. Everett falls to 6-1. That's nothing to be ashamed of.
No,
That's
no,
a great record.
it may be sadly, but you know what? You just tip your hat. The Crimson Tide still showed up today. It was very
did.
impressive. They brought it. They came. They did everything they needed to do. They were right there in second place in many of those races, but you just have to tip your hat. Some of them really showed their dominance here, and some of the athletes they had, it was just very impressive to see how many versatile areas they had. But again, GBL meet is ahead coming up this Monday, and of course we'll have some members that will qualify for states. So much to be proud of
Absolutely.
for the Everett Crimson Tide and Coach Jehu Simia. What a job he has done, and his boys and girls putting together a tremendous effort here from Manning Field in Lynn. And we also, again, want to give much credit to our staff here in Lynn and the other teams involved, the Lynn English Bulldogs, the Lynn Classical Rams, and of course today's big winner and still undefeated, the Somerville Highlanders. Bird, any final thoughts?
Nope. I had fun doing this with you. I look forward to the next one, and I can't wait for football and soccer season for us.
Yeah, no, it's great. We got more of that in store. And try to keep your calendars open. We do
softball.
have we have softball.
My fault.
They qualified for the tournament.
Nice.
So I'll wait to get their schedule. And are you available? Put you right on the spot. Are you available next Friday for baseball, senior night at Glendale Park?
I'll make myself available.
Friday the 26th, I believe, is the date.
Yep.
Okay, so you and I will do that game.
Absolutely.
I believe for the boys, if they win that game, they will be tournament bound. It's a big game. The girls are tournament bound. The girls only have one loss. The softball team.
Oh, wow.
One loss. Yeah, they've had
Impressive.
a great season. Of course, we'll probably end up on the road somewhere, given the state format. But
Yeah, of course.
Our show does travel, and that's where you can find our very next production. And Bird and I will be there, and of course, we look forward to next fall with some football and some soccer. Can't wait to
I'm
bring you
open
that
Friday.
action. Awesome. All right, so we'll take you up on it then. For
Book it.
our track team, this was a lot of fun.
So it was.
On behalf of the Bird, I'm Josh Delgazo, and our crew, Jeff Natio, Dan Natio, Joe Camley, and Tony Laidlaw. From all of our staff here at Everett High School, we thank you for joining us on EHS TV 15. Everyone, have a good day and a good night.